All right. Can you hear me? I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I can do this. Is the mic's okay, right? Yeah. This is what I'm saying, man. This is what I'm talking about. Hold on, let me. I don't know. It's where it needs to be. This is what I'm talking about, man. This is what I'm talking. Like, people get on to me all the time on this channel about how I talk about Keldon. Keldon's not a bad player. He's not. He's just a role player. And when he doesn't fit his role, this is what you get. What was he thinking, bro? He single-handedly, at the end, he single-handedly lost us that game. And I know it's just one game. Technically, big scheme of things, there's 5 million games that you play in a season. But he single-handedly lost that game for us. He single-handedly did. Not single him and Jeremy. No. Single-handedly. Yeah, Jeremy Sochan, I think he missed the assignment on Keldon, right? I mean, not Keldon. Kyrie. Oh, hey. She want me to feel better. You're cute, but I won't feel any better. He's single-handedly, bro. I mean, at the end of the game, not to mention the and one on Luka, the defense was terrible. When he was one-on-one, it was terrible. And at the end, it was just, I don't know what else to call it. I know he always had tunnel vision, and last season, people just summed it up to, oh, he has to do that. But I've mentioned this before, that he always had tunnel vision. It's just go. It's like, dude, Jeremy Sochan is, I mean, not Jeremy Sochan. I'm like all over the place. Hey, girl, what are you doing? Hey, I'm not going to mess with her. I'll just let her sit here. As long as she doesn't press any buttons, we're okay. But no, single-handedly, he lost us that game. Because it was 3 plays in a row in which you had Wemby wide open. You got Grant on him. Know your role. Where's the basketball awareness? Where's the situational awareness at the end of that game? Like, what are you doing? In that situation, you're not even the second best player on the court. And Keldon is a good player. He's just a role player. This is another reason why I thought that maybe the Spurs should have went in the direction where Keldon comes off the bench, because he has such tunnel vision, and he's more of kind of a spark plug type player. You have him come in, and he can facilitate, and he can ignite a bench. I think that's a better role. Trey Jones was way more controlled. And if Trey Jones doesn't have the ball in his hands, at least he can affect the game in other ways. Keldon kind of can't. Oh, I'm not even getting on the refs yet. But Keldon Johnson really pissed me off at the end of the game. Most of the game, I was like, okay, Keldon's taking some pretty bad shots. His percentages weren't terrible. It's like, all right, he's taking some questionable shots, but at the end of the day, he has no choice, right? Wemby is in foul trouble. It's literally just him and Vassell right now. What else are you gonna do? That's what I summed it up to. What else is the man gonna do? Whatever. You gotta do what you gotta do. But then when Wemby gets, it's not just that Wemby's back in the game. Wemby single-handedly kept us in the game. His defense. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean that. His defense was incredible. Stop, girl. I told you, don't touch the keyboard. His defense was incredible. Okay. Offense, he had like 9 points? Did he have like 9 points in 2 minutes? It was crazy. As soon as he got in the game, he immediately affected the game. Immediately. Kept us in that thing. As soon as he got in, he hit a 3. Why, in that situation, when you have Wemby in the corner with his hand up, constantly moving, mind you, to get himself open, would you not go to him in that situation? If he was struggling all game, sure, whatever. Okay. Whatever. Do your thing, Keldon. Whatever. No one can, shots can't go. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Shots? What are you gonna do? But how does Wemby come in the game? You witness it. You're on the court with him. I'm in a different state, and I can tell how well Wemby is playing. I'm in a different state. How are you on the court with Wembanyama and you do that? That's a really bad sign. That's a really bad sign. Like I said, if Wemby was struggling that game and Keldon did that, whatever. All right, whatever. You know, everyone's struggling. He feel like it's on him. He got to take on that role, whatever. He's not good enough to take on the role, but whatever. I got to take on that role. But when you're actually on the court with him and you witness what's going on in the momentum shift, how do you not have enough awareness to see what's going on here? You go to Wemby. He got the hot hand right now. You definitely don't attempt to score on two people, get your own rebound, three people on you, you don't pass it out. I know you don't do that. I don't, and I know it's just one game, but that is so infuriating. You guys it is so infuriating. Could you fathom? Can you even fathom us having another superstar and Keldon doing that? Like, just think of like a rookie Tim Duncan. Could you imagine? Could you imagine him blowing a game like that with a rookie Tim Duncan? I couldn't fathom having Kawhi and that happened. I don't know what he was thinking there. It's just so, and it's okay. If it was one play, sure. If it's two, you better learn on that third. I'm sorry, I'm not okay with three. Three is just too much. That's when I started getting angry. I'm like, you got to be joking. You got to be joking. You don't see the 7'5" guy in the corner? You don't see him? Keldon was infuriating. And this is the argument I've been making this entire time about Keldon. I don't think Keldon's a bad player. I just don't see the star where people say, oh, he's going to be a star. I don't see it. Keldon Johnson is a role player, and that is fine, but you got to play a role player's role. In that situation, you didn't have the hot hand. In that situation, you weren't even the best player on the court. You weren't the second best player on the court. You were probably the third best player on the court on your team, not on the court. On the court, you're like the sixth best player on the court. I mean, he pulled that like he was Kobe, man. He lifted up like he was Michael Jordan. Keldon 6-man? Yeah, he should be a 6-man. And that's fine. That's a great role for Keldon. He should be a 6-man. But whatever he did right there, I don't know what to say, bro. I don't know what to say. He's obviously better than Grant, but I would much prefer what Grant was doing because Grant knew his role. Keldon 6-man for the Mavs. There go Gregor with the good retorts. It's infuriating, y'all. And you know what? Okay, Keldon pissed me off so much tonight, and Sochan. Sochan was a little irritating too, but Sochan was more so like he made some pretty bad passes near the end. But Sochan seemed like he's still trying to get his feet underneath him from not playing for 7 months. But also, he missed some really easy ones that he would have definitely made last season, and he still had some pretty decent passes in there that I thought was high IQ. But yeah, Sochan wasn't fully there today. For me, Keldon, there's just no excuse because this is the same thing we've been seeing. Tunnel vision was all cute and dandy last season, but not this season. It's not cute. It's not cute. All right, so you guys want to talk about the refs now? Actually, give me a second. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna turn my AC on because it's so hot in here. It's probably hot because I'm hot. I'm angry, dude. Hold on. I got my fan on too. All right, we're back. Yo, Trey Jones needs some love, man. Trey Jones played well. He played well. There was one play that irritated me. It's one play where I don't think he was ready for the pass, and he was way too close to the bound line. I don't know what he was doing. Okay, so the refereeing was dreadful as well. I mean, it's not all on Keldon. The refereeing was terrible. Actually, that's probably a good segue. Hold on. I'll be honest. That's probably a good segue into... Give me a second. Let's see. Because I do want to talk about Wemby. Give me a second. All right, cool. All right, let's talk about Wemby. Let me bring up the stats real quick. Let's do Spurs. We'll do ESPN, right? Gosh, my keyboard's wobbly now. See, this is why you guys keep telling me, "Hey, let your cat get up there, man. It's not that big a deal." Now my keyboard's wobbly. Let's see. Oh wow, LaMarcus Aldridge had. Wait. Okay. So frustrating. All right, box score. All right, let's talk about Wembanyama. Yes, let's talk about Wembanyama. FUs for the refs, please, in the chat. Can we get some FU refs? F the refs, just like F the police, right? Okay, let's talk about Wemby, all right? I already ranted about Keldon. I won't harp on that much longer. Maybe later. I don't know if I get heated again. Wemby, he played for 23 minutes. He got preseason minutes. And why? Because the referees had a parlay. They said I am making my money tonight. I got a family to feed. Rent is due. Wemby, you look. I know everyone excited to see you. I know we're on ESPN, but my rent is due, Wemby. And you ain't gonna pay it for me. How else am I gonna pay for it? I got kids at home. I gotta eat. All right. So Wemby, he played phenomenal, guys. I mean, he played phenomenal when he was actually on the court. They gave him 5 fouls, and you know what? To be fair, there were a lot of fouls thrown around. 4 fouls for Zach, 4 for Sochan, 4 for Keldon, 5 for Wemby. You don't see this that often, okay? This was a whole new accomplishment from the referees tonight. This was an accomplishment. We don't see this. This is a rarity that you get to see this many fouls from your starting lineup. And you guys are probably wondering, if you didn't watch the game, which I'm pretty sure everyone in the chat, we watched it, right? You're probably wondering, were they just a little too physical? No. Actually, funny enough, for Victor, everyone was more physical than Victor Wembanyama to merit fouls. There was maybe only a couple that I could kind of see, possibly, maybe the first 2 where I wasn't too upset. It was kind of knick-knacky, but whatever. But after that, if Wemby just breathed on you, it was a trouble. And you know what was the biggest issue I had with this game when it came to the foul calls? The worst one was the one on Grant Williams, where Grant Williams literally took Wemby's arm and shoved it into his neck. How are the refs not familiar with Grant Williams? How are they not familiar with what he does? He flopped like 3 or 4 times in this game. He was constantly flopping. I mean, he was flopping all over the place. He was a mermaid. It was incredible. And yeah, they didn't call a tech on him or anything like that. I don't think he got a tech for any of the flops, did he? You guys can correct me. I was watching. He didn't get anything. They just let him flop around. He flopped around like a fish out of water, bro. It was insane. So I don't understand that. And the calls on Wemby after the first two were just, yeah, my rent is due and my parlay is up. Like that was it. I don't know what else. I don't know what else that was. I mean, seriously, truly, honestly, I have no idea. And I was thinking, I was like, okay, I know it's the first game of the regular season, but the preseason refs were better than this. It's like, okay, whatever. First game of the regular season, maybe it's a little rough. And then I thought, no, these are some seasoned refs out there. I don't know. These are just some really weak calls. And then I thought, well, are they just not familiar with Jeremy or with Grant? Not Jeremy Grant, sorry. Are they just not familiar with Grant? And it's like, no, they should know Grant, right? They should know Grant. And it's like, well, is it just a vendetta versus Wemby? And I'm not trying to be like a conspiracy theory, because I am very quick to say, don't blame the refs, you beat yourself, blah, blah, blah. But this felt weird. It felt weird, man. And I know that people will make the argument, like, you still got to kind of learn how to, and I agree with this to an extent. You still have to learn how to officiate Wemby and stuff like that. Like, I get that. I was actually talking to Swish on the phone, ranting the entire time, by the way. And that's one thing he brought up. He's like, well, refs are still trying to get used to how to ref Wemby. And I'm with that. But it was a few of those calls, man, where it's like, no, that wasn't even a foul. That was, he was just breathing wrong. And that was a problem. The only lob they threw, he dunked. Yeah, they seem afraid to throw Wemby or lobs. But I was going to get to this. Wembanyama in this game was absolutely incredible. One thing that was so shocking to me is how he was constantly getting fouled. This is something we can take from this game, okay? 5 turnovers from Wemby. A lot of turnovers. 5 turnovers from Wemby. 5 personal fouls. You would think that he would come in frustrated, not playing like himself. That was not the case. As soon as Pop put him back in the game in that fourth quarter, he instantly said, okay, let's go win this game. Instantly. And this is why I got so angry about the Keldon thing, because I do truly believe that our best shot in that moment was either give it to Victor Wembanyama or Devin Vassell. But Victor Wembanyama was the one with the hot hand. I mean, I felt like that was the best possible situation there. I mean, that was the best possible situation. He came in, he played phenomenal defense. The Dallas Mavericks offense looked completely different when Wemby was on the court. He instantly hit a 3 as soon as he got in. He hit a mid-range shot just right in Grant Williams' face. Just easy selling. And the fact that they didn't go back to him in those last few those last 2 possessions is just mind-boggling to me. I don't know what was going on there. Wemby was incredible. He was phenomenal. He was not flustered at all, and I think that's something we can take from this. The fact that this was the worst possible referee game that he'll probably get. You won't get too many that's worse than this. And yet and still, he kept his head up. I didn't see him get flustered. I know you guys saw Malachi got like flustered. He get down on himself sometimes. And we read about his history in previous streams, maybe like a year ago, we talked about some stories from him. So he always kind of had that little bit of he needs, somebody to put a fire under him a little bit. Unconfident sometimes, not super confident sometimes. But Wemby, that was not the case. He looked the same the entire time. He didn't look flustered when he was on the sidelines. He wasn't throwing his towel or had his head down, or no one had to talk to him. He was in that game the whole time, continuously cheering on his teammates, continuously communicating with them. And when it was his time to go in, he just set it off. He just absolutely set it off. It was just play after play after play after play. Actually, hold on. Let's see if we can find. We're going to do a play-by-play. Before we do this play-by-play, I do want to bring up our sponsor, guys. So let's bring up our sponsor real quick. Big shout out to BetUS. Big shout out to them. They actually sponsor with this channel for the season, and I really do appreciate them for reaching out. They're phenomenal, and this is going to be a great partnership. And I actually even did a few parlays myself today. Okay, I'm proud of myself. But yeah, so if you guys want to check them out, please you head on over to BetUS, link in my description, and you'll get 125% bonus. And it's a lot of great stuff on here. Jump on BetUS, you scroll down to basketball, there we go. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I don't know why I did that. You scroll down, and what I actually really, really like is the fact that you can pick NBA 20 right off the bat, the 2024 NBA championship winners. Also, if you go up, and there's a lot of special things, like you can do specific players, how much they're going to have in a specific game, how much they're going to average over or under for the season. It's a lot of great stuff. But if you go to BetUS here, it's not showing up right here. Oh, no, yeah, it is. It's showing up right here. I'm stupid. I was looking for the NBA games. But yeah, if you go on their main page, yeah, you'll have all the NBA games. So for instance, if we saw 76, we don't care about this, but 76ers and Bucks, it's a lot of specific things that you can bet on: over under assists, over under points, very specific. So anyways, link in the description if you guys want to check out BetUS. Great program over here. So all right, let's go ahead and look at these play-by-plays. Let's see, where is it? All right, instantly, and some of these aren't going to show up for obvious reasons because a lot of them were just contests from Wemby. But let's see when Wemby got in the game. God, it's so hot in here, guys. Let's see. Keldon Johnson makes driving layup. You know, I'm not angry. It's like, okay, it's just you know. Let's see. Grant Williams makes layup. Grant Williams makes 3-point shot. He knew his role. He sat in that corner the entire time. Oh, here it is. Wait, when does Wemby come in? Here it is. Okay, Wemby enters the game for Doug McDermott. Look at the score. Do you see the score? Hold on, let me show you the score. So you guys are familiar, okay? So you know what's going on. The score, 108 to 103. As soon as we got to give Trey Jones some credit too. He came in for Zach Collins. As soon as he got in the game, what happened? Victor Wembanyama, alley-oop dunk. This is where I'm confused. Jeremy Sochan misses driving layup, whatever. Wemby gets a rebound. Wemby makes 25-foot 3-point shot. And then there were some really good contests through here as well. Chetty Osman makes a 3-point jumper from a Jeremy Sochan assist. And if you watch that play, there was a lot of attention on Wemby. Wemby totally affected the game when he got in. Wemby makes a dunk. Trey Jones assists. And now the Spurs are up. Wemby almost single-handedly brought us back in that game. Now, after he did that, you also get a Victor Wembanyama 12-foot jumper. like, what was going on in Keldon's brain, bro? And then Trey Jones makes 2 free throws. And then Keldon's like, all right, 2 minutes? It's time for me to take over, baby. It's tied. Oh, snap. It's time to go full on Kobe. So he gets a shooting foul, and it was on Luka. Let's see. Devin Vassell makes 2 free throws. Kyrie Irving makes a 3-point shot, which I'm pretty sure this is the one that was Jeremy Sochan's fault. He was off this game. But he did get an offensive rebound right here. Let's see. But here it is. Keldon Johnson misses a driving layup. Actually, let's just type in Keldon. Control find. Oh, I just hit the wrong thing. Control find. Oh my goodness. Control find. There we go. All right, there we go. So we can really get the Keldon experience. All right. So Keldon got a personal foul with 3:46. We're not worried about that. This is when he went off the rails. Sorry. So Keldon Johnson shooting foul. This is all within 2 minutes. Keldon Johnson missing driving layup. Keldon Johnson offensive rebound, his own offensive rebound. Derek Lively blocks Keldon Johnson's 2-point shot. And then Jeremy Sochan got that rebound. And then Jeremy lost the ball, which sure not. I'm pretty sure he was fouled on that play, but whatever. Keldon Johnson lost ball turnover. What else we got? Oh, that was it. Yeah, that was it. Keldon was like, it's my turn. It's my turn. Wemby usually... Dude, I'm sorry, guys. I'm like fumbling over words. I'm just frustrated because Wemby just went off. He absolutely went off when he got in that game. And Keldon was like, nah, you Robin. I'm Batman. for no reason. And it's not like, and here's the thing too, because if you didn't watch it, whatever, I understand you might think that I'm being like really harsh, but it's not like Wemby was double teamed. It's not like Wemby was, they were doing something special to prevent Wemby from getting the ball. Guys, he was open. I mean, he was wide open. It was one play with Jeremy Sochan, which he could have found Wemby, and that was pretty bad. But no, he was wide open. These are the type of moments where I start to miss people like Manu. That's when I start missing Manu. I'm not going to lie to you guys. This is when I start missing Manu. I mean, it was just selfish. He always had tunnel vision, but it was selfish. It lacked awareness of the situation, and it was selfish. Victor Wembanyama's not just height. And I'm not saying Keldon's a bad teammate, because he's not. It's just in this moment, in this game, he's going to have to learn to not do this anymore. And previously, the year before last, he would do it, but everyone knew it was DJ's time to shine. We were trying to give him his stats. It was DJ's time to shine. So he played more so a role. But the year after that, when we literally had no one and Vassell went down, this habit that he has of having this tunnel vision and just going straight, just ramming straight into the paint, it's gotten way worse. There should be no situation in which your teammate is as hot as Victor Wembanyama is, and if your name is not Kevin Durant, LeBron James, Steph Curry, if you're not Luka Doncic, Jokic, if your name is not one of these guys, there's no reality in which you should just take the ball and just force shots. There's no reality in which you should do that. If you're not a star or a superstar, you should not do that, or at least have the hot hand. You should not do that. He did not have a hot hand in that game. And it's incredible how I'm watching from a different state and I'm watching fans on ESPN. I see the Spurs fans on ESPN, and every single Spurs fan, you can read their lips. They're saying, pass it to Wemby. Every single person, they know. Everyone felt the momentum, but Keldon, he's the only one that didn't feel the momentum. Everyone's like, pass it to Wemby. I even saw Dallas Mavericks fans saying, oh my God, are they going to give it to Wemby? Oh, thank God they didn't give it to Wemby. Like, he was hot. I don't know, man. Pop will teach him. Keldon, look, here's the thing that I'm a little afraid of. I don't necessarily want them to take that out of Keldon, right? Like that drive, that nastiness, that I'm gonna go at your throat type of mentality. I'm for it. I'm all for it. Like, I'm cool with it. Okay. I like that type of energy. I think it's just more so the situations that you put him in, possibly, or you have to literally tell him, hey, this play is not for you. You got to literally just say, yeah, this play is not for you. These last few minutes are not for you. This is what we're going to do. This is the game plan. We're going to Wemby. It's going to have to be something like that. But I just think Keldon's role and how he is, if we want to just keep what he is, I think coming off the bench is just the best possible way. And then in those moments, yeah, Pop probably going to just have to tell him, like, hey, Keldon, bro, we're going to Wemby. And Keldon won't have a problem. Like, Keldon isn't, it was selfish what he did. I don't necessarily think that he's an overall selfish player. I think that this is just a habit that's gotten completely out of whack now. That's my opinion. I just think it's a habit that's gotten completely out of whack, and they gotta figure out how to put him in certain situations, and then just straight up tell him, yo, this is Wemby's team. It's not your team anymore. But Wemby was great. He was great. He got me excited. I am excited for the future. I am excited for the rest of the season. I am excited for Friday. We should win Friday's game. But this is one right here where I really believe we were going to win it. What a special game. And guys, it has been a long time since I've watched it. I've watched a lot of Spurs games, obviously, being a Spurs fan. But it's been so long since I've watched a Spurs game and genuinely got nervous. Like last season, I was nervous if we were going to win. Like, I was like, we need to tank. And then when the second half always started, I always knew that we were going to fall apart or whatever. I wasn't really that tripping about it that much. But This is the first time in a while where I was on the edge of my seat, like, please win this game. Come on, let's go. Like, acting a fool, dude. I know my neighbors can hear me. Acting a fool. I mean, I'm getting ready to throw chairs in my place, man. It's been a long time since I felt that adrenaline rush. This is what we've been waiting for right here, man. This is what we've been waiting for. I was so excited near that end of that game. And I think that's why I'm so frustrated as well. My frustration met my level of excitement. The energy levels just came up to each other, and they were right there with each other. It just switched. Just a light switch. It just pissed me off so much. You don't single-handedly lose a game like that. But yeah. But like I've said this before, I'm not expecting the San Antonio Spurs to make the playoffs. That's just not what I'm thinking. All right. And I'm okay with that. I think this is a season of improvement, learning how to win and all that good stuff. And this will be a good lesson. But I will say, Wembanyama, my man, baby girl, you were great. Hold on. I was trying to go back to the box score. Dude, I could talk about this all night, by the way. Shoot, not to mention the first play. Wasn't it the first play? Was it the first play of the game that Wemby got a block on, wasn't it Kyrie? Hold on, let me see. It wasn't the first play of the game. Okay. But yeah, he blocked Kyrie for a pull-up jumper. I mean, he just affects the game insanely, man. Look, first quarter. Hold on. Let's just type in Wembanyama, because he only played in the first quarter and the fourth. So he only played. His mentality is great, bro. I couldn't be an NBA player, bro. I would have been ejected. I would have been ejected. But look at the amount of impact he has. Gosh, stop bringing up the articles. Oh my God. Look at the amount of impact that he has. Wembanyama gets the tip off. He blocks Kyrie. Defensive rebound. Wemby assists. Defensive rebound. He missed a running jumper, and that's fine. Oh, and that's the foul. And then he hits a three-point shot. And that's a good Keldon three-point shot. Did we take him out of the game that quickly? No, we didn't. Dang. ESPN just straight up giving their opinion, huh? That was a bad pass from Grant Williams. Let's see. Okay, and then Wemby was out of the game mid. Yeah, they're in the mid. But like as soon as he came back, they called another foul on him. Let's see. And then he entered the game again. Check this out. And then he makes a three-point shot. And then they call another foul on him. Like a minute later. Then they call another foul on him. And then he got to sit. And then the second quarter, hold on. It was one that was so funny. So I told you guys, I kept talking to Swish, my friend. He's like my best friend. And I kept calling him and hanging up because our TVs were on different like times. So I didn't want to get spoiled and vice versa. Didn't want to spoil him. And it was so funny because Wemby got back in the game. I think this is after he had 4 fouls. He got back in the game. And as soon as he got back in the game, I got off the phone with him. I was like, "Oh, Wemby's back, bro. Let me watch. I don't want to get spoiled. I want to have a genuine reaction to what's about to happen." And I literally picked up the phone like 10 seconds later and called him. And I was like, "You got to be joking." He came in and came out. Let's see. I don't know. I want to look at this again. All right, so this is the second quarter, okay? Wemby entered the game. Then he missed a 3. I mean, that's fine. He only missed like 3 shots, I think. Got a defensive rebound. He got a steal. I mean, he's just all over the place. He didn't get fouled again? They didn't call another foul on him? I thought they called another foul on him in the second. Maybe not. I want to see some more. I'm sorry, guys. I'm entertaining myself at this point. I'm having a good time with this. All right, so he enters the game in the third. Wemby got an assist, And then a couple minutes later, or maybe more a minute later, he got a steal. And then he got, oh, see this one right here. This was yeah, I don't agree with ESPN's out of bounds bad pass. It was a good pass. I think that was the one with Trey Jones, which I don't know what Trey Jones was doing. He wasn't looking to score there. Oh my God, Ruru. Hold on, I'm gonna address what Ruru said in a minute. That is not true. Hold on. Okay, out of bounds, lost turnover, offensive foul. There it is. And then Wemby turnover. God, he did have a lot of turnovers. And then another offensive foul. That's terrible. But the fact that Wemby had, like, he struggled as far as, like, foul trouble and turnovers and stuff, and he still kept his head up is huge. Dude is so confident. All right, so Ruru says, Clan, wait, was I even showing you guys this? Were you just looking at me this whole time? I don't think you were. She said, Clan will always blame whoever is not his favorite because he's going in on Keldon Johnson and has yet to say how bad Jeremy was in those last 5 minutes. Okay. Here's the thing, okay? There's a few reasons for that. And it has nothing to do with favorites. If this keeps up with Jeremy Sochan, so be it, whatever. Jeremy Sochan has not shown in the past, his one season being in the league, that he's a tunnel vision player. Like, he hasn't. Has he been bad in this game? Yes. Was he bad during preseason? Yeah, for the most part, he was pretty bad. But I also just sit back and say, okay, he hasn't played for 7 months. This is his second year. It's his sophomore year. You know, sometimes there's a sophomore slump. And I'm just going to give him a little bit of the benefit of the doubt with this because it's only his second year. And I've seen him play, you know, good fundamental, you know, basketball, good, you know, team basketball. So I'm not tripping about it that much. And it's the same thing with like Malachi. Like, Malachi didn't look his best, but I'm not going to sit here and just harp on Malachi looking bad. Jeremy Sochan is not a point guard. Well, no, not really. I mean, he's not. That's not what he's more like a point forward kind of. But yeah. So I'm not going to harp on that. But when it comes to Keldon has always had this issue as far as being like a tunnel vision player, and it was fine last season because it was just him. So it's like, yeah, he has the ball. He has to go to work. We don't have that many other options. I get that. But in this game, with the situation that we had in hand, I was not okay with that. He just forced about three shots in a row for no reason. And with a wide open Wemby that had just got hot. Like, that's a problem. He's the one that did that. And it's not a matter of like, oh, is he my favorite? Is he not? I was yelling Keldon's name that entire game. I was hyped the entire game for Keldon. Even on the phone with Swish, I was being stupid, but I was like, we got the best number 3 in the league. Forgetting about Chris Paul, but I was like, yeah, we got the best number 3 in the league. Like, I was hyped for what Keldon was doing, but in that situation, I don't understand what was going on there. You don't do that. And it came across as tunnel vision, and it came across as selfish. And I'm not crazy about it. I'm okay. And let me make this clear too. Hold on. I need to make this clear. And it's probably too late into this segment to even say this because people, whenever I upload this, they're not even gonna get this far. But let me say this about the game as well. I would have been totally fine if it was just missed shots. Like, I'm okay. I'm okay with missed shots. I'm okay with, you know, maybe you fumbled the ball. Maybe it was a bad pass. You try to fit it in there, whatever. But I'm not okay with attempting to score on 3 players, getting your own offensive rebound, and then trying to do it again. I'm not okay with that. That, to me, that's selfish. That's tunnel vision. That's lack of awareness of who on the court is hot right now. I don't know what was going on with that. I have a problem with that. If it was just some missed shots, whatever. Jeremy cannot finish. Jeremy clearly was not looking for Wemby when there was multiple instances to get him the ball. Them committing stupid fouls, stupid offensive fouls. Oh yeah, at the end, Jeremy definitely missed. He definitely missed Wemby at the end, and also he couldn't finish around the rim, which I'm sure that'll just change. I'm just not that hot about that right now. Like I said, his second season, hasn't played for a good chunk. Whatever, we'll we'll keep an eye on that. But I didn't feel the tendency that Sochan was being selfish or trying to play hero ball. Maybe that's a better way of putting it. Maybe it wasn't necessarily, okay, just selfishness. Maybe I should say more playing hero ball. Maybe that's what it was. It was more, that's what frustrated me the most. It's like, we don't need to play hero ball. We have other guys that can score even better, right? And I didn't feel like Sochan was playing hero ball. He made bad passes, bad reads. He couldn't finish, but they were good shots. I think it was one shot in particular from Sochan that was pretty questionable. But for the most part, his shots were pretty nice. Yeah, it didn't feel like hero ball. Does anyone hear me there? He was mic'd up. Maybe that's why. I wouldn't. I'm sure Keldon was just doing what he always did. He didn't look any different. It's just, it looked worse because now you have a legitimate superstar on the team and you did that. But does that make sense, playing hero ball when you don't have to? I didn't get the vibe that Jeremy Sochan was playing hero ball. And I think that's why I'm not as angry about it. If Keldon just missed open shots, like, I'm okay with that. Like, if it was at the end of the game and he had like wide open shots and he just missed it, I'm cool with that. That's fine. You make mistakes, you know, you're not going to hit every single one of them. They were good shots, whatever. If he had the hot hand and he messed up at the end and didn't pass it out, okay, whatever. But this game, as soon as Wemby got in the game, we were back in that thing. I mean, as soon as he stepped foot on it, it was just a whole vibe. Everyone can feel it. You could feel the atmosphere. You could feel the momentum. It was a give it to that guy and let's get out of the way for a minute. But he didn't do that. He played hero ball when he didn't have to. He was doing what he was told to do. Keldon can get his own shot, and he is the best when he drives to the basket, which he tried to do. Come on, Ruru. Me and Ruru, we when we're like this, bro, when we're agreeing, we are like this, Ruru. But when we're not agreeing, it's like we're going completely two different ways here. I mean, this is the same thing that happened with the DeJounte situation. I would tell, me and you will argue for years. We argue for years about DJ. I would talk about all this stuff about DJ and how I don't like some of the selfishness and I don't like the off-court stuff. And you would just yell at me and say, "You're stupid, Clan. Stop talking about my hero, DJ." And then he left and he did what he did. And then we both were like this. I mean, I think he went like 3 for 14 today. I think we both were like this, like, yes. You get it. We get it. We're on the same page. But come on. You can't seriously say Keldon was just doing what he was told and, you know, those were good shots. That's what he's used to doing. No, they were terrible. It was lack of awareness. It was forced. It was hero ball. Come on. We can't do that. You can't do that. Exactly, Dylan. Not trying to harp on you, Ruru, but like Dylan said, Ruru, so do you think driving into the paint on 3 people, literally 3 people, while you have a 7'4" guard who is on fire is a good thing? Yeah, like, no, because he tried to score on like 3 people, got the rebound, and then tried to do it again, and then got blocked. It's like, what are you doing? Look for him. So you can't, no one convinced me that Pop said, Keldon, go out there and no matter who's in the paint, you try to score on them. Pop didn't say that. Get out of here. Pop didn't say, Keldon, time to play hero ball. Save us. After Wemby just did what he did. Yes, Keldon, save us. Keldon, go in there. Go at their chest. Draw a foul. Pop didn't say that. You just play good basketball. That was bad basketball. And you're trying to call me out on hypocrisy when I'm not focusing in on Jeremy. But I'm sorry, there are different scales to how I view stuff. Jeremy Sochan, I didn't necessarily think that he played hero ball. I felt like he missed shots. He was definitely kind of funky in the first half. It seemed like he was a little bit more comfortable in the third. His defense wasn't as good as it normally is. But you know, I sum it up to, okay, it's only his second year. I wasn't this hard on Keldon his second year, by the way. I wasn't this hard on Keldon when he was like first in the league or whatever. Like I wasn't. But with him, it was like, okay, you know. You think I was hard on Keldon during his second year? I don't think so. The only time I started having problems with Spurs fans when it came to Keldon was when they started saying he was a star. Or like they were like, he's a star, he could be a superstar. And I was like, I don't think so, guys. I think he's more of a role player, but okay. But when it comes to Jeremy Sochan, I just, it's just a different scale I'm viewing things. I'm not going to be as angry at Jeremy, Malachi, or Blake Wesley right now as I would with Keldon. He should know better than to do that. I don't think anyone else on the team would have done that. Like play hero ball like that. I don't think so. The only person that could have attempted to do it where I wouldn't got as angry was maybe Vassell, but it's because he's just such a good scorer. But I don't know. Yeah, shout out to Devin Vassell tonight, though. Yeah, I didn't even talk about Devin Vassell. I was so angry about everything. I was so excited about how Wemby played, angry about the refs, angry about how Keldon finished it. I didn't even think about Devin. Yeah, let's look at Devin. Hold on. I think he had like, what, 23 points? Yep, 23 points. 23 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals. He did good, man. He played well. 9 for 17. Pretty doggone good, if you ask me. 1 for 6 from 3. That's not gonna stand. I guarantee you his percentage is gonna be better than that. It's gonna be much better than that. Yeah. Jeremy Sochan played an overall bad game, but Keldon did bad during key stretches in the game, and that's what really matters because we were in the game. It's not just making bad plays during the, if this was last season, I wouldn't be angry about it, right? I mean, mainly because I wanted us to tank, but I wouldn't have been angry about it because it's like, all right, this is the only option we have, whatever. You know, there's not too many good options on the court. But with this, you literally have a star. Everyone came to see. Everyone knows he's special. You've been in practices with him. You know how good he is. You know how unstoppable he can be. You saw him in preseason. You're on the court with him. And him getting hot like that in that game, and for you to still do that in the last 3 possessions is just mind-boggling. I just didn't understand what was going on there. It's okay. I'm not going to get angry if people screw up in key moments, right? You're still trying to learn how to win, whatever. Trade Keldon. No, I'm not going to go that far. I'm not going to say trade Keldon. I'm not going to say trade Keldon Johnson. I think he's just going to have to learn. It's Wemby's team. Don't do that. And I think that just for balance sake, it might just be better off for him to come off the bench, especially since Jeremy Sochan's 3-pointer looks much better, guys. That's something to keep in mind too. Jeremy Sochan's 3-pointer looks so good. Keldon hasn't improved anything in his game. A few stretches in this game in particular, I thought he was more patient than he normally is, but yeah, not really. I mean, you know, I know you want to focus more on defense, but I mean, I can't get angry with him too much. I mean, you're guarding Luka Doncic, like, whatever. But yeah, it was the key moments. It was the key moments in this one, but it was also a mixture of so many other things. If the Spurs were rocky the entire game and then they were rocky in the fourth and then he did that, it's like, okay, whatever, you know, you live and you learn, you move on. But when you have a teammate that's that hot, you don't do that. I started getting like flashbacks of DeJounte, but at least DeJounte is like better. DeJounte's like he's a much what we say? Yeah, I'd say it. I think DeJounte's a much better player than Keldon, right? I don't know. All right, enough talking about this game. Those are my thoughts. This is gonna be a long segment when we upload it to YouTube, by the way. Yeah, those are my thoughts on that. I'm 100% with you in saying Keldon needs to learn that this is Wemby's team. Dude, it's not even disrespect. It was just like, what are you doing? No one would have done that. And it's funny because even Devin Vassell said himself in an interview not that long ago, remember? Like, he was like, hey, you know, we're not selfish. It's whoever has the hot hand. And that's how it should be. That is not what happened. All right, guys, we got some stuff to go over, okay? So I do want to tell you guys this. Do me a favor. Head on over immediately when you get a chance. Or you could probably see it underneath this video, actually. Put your bell notification on, because tomorrow I have a video that I'm uploading, and it is a Wembanyama tribute, and it's fire. It's absolutely dope. So please, I'm going to try to share it everywhere. So I'm going to post it closer to around noonish, probably 11-ish time tomorrow. So hop on over, make sure you turn the notification bell on, and please, for the love of God, watch that video, because it took a lot of time. I had to write it, make a Keldon tribute. I had to write it, I had to record it, I had to edit it. It was a lot, but it's a song and it's really good. It genuinely is really good. It's not just Wemby's team; they are a team together. It's Wemby's team, Ruru. But you're right. They got to play together. And Keldon did not play together at the end of the game. He didn't play as a team. He played as a one-man show. But the other guy, that was a real one-man show, did not get the ball. All right, let's see. All right, so it's a few things that we want to, or that I want to go over with you guys. So let's see. So a lot of people, oh my God, I got a lot of notifications on Twitter. These are a lot of notifications. All right. Oh, okay. Let's see. I think I saved it in my likes column. All right, guys. We got some reactions to get through, okay? We got some reactions to get through. So big shout out to Jerry for posting this. And it's Jerry at Defensive Player of the Year, Sochan. And this is, who is this guy? What's his name? I don't remember. DeMarcus brothers, DeMarcus uncle, DeMarcus dad, DeMarcus mama. I don't know. I can't remember what his name is. But DeMarcus here, he has something to say about Wemby. I have not watched this. This is all new to me. So let's see what he has to say. Let me make sure my audio desktop is up. All right, take it away, me boy.
Actually, we have seen it.
Oh, nope. Hold on. It's not on my headset. Don't take it away yet. Can't hear it. You guys could probably hear it, but I couldn't. All right.
Wemby is something we've never seen before. Actually, we have seen it before, but he's like a combination of what we've seen before in Kevin Durant and, I don't know, maybe Rudy Gobert as far as the height, but this is...
Defense, too. Don't forget defense, DeMarcus.
This kid is going to be unguardable, untouchable. It's going to take the league a long time to figure out how to guard that kid, especially when he really gets into his offensive bag and figures out his game and, you know, his go-to moves, his secondary moves, figuring out where exactly his favorite spots are on the floor.
I have no idea how you're going to stop. The only thing I can think of, we'll finish. It's only like a few seconds left. But the only thing I can think of as far as stopping Wemby, obviously right now, is because of his lack of strength. Maybe those guys that are a little bit like closer to the ground, more burly types. You know, I'm thinking Draymond Green, Grant Williams. If you can get a hand on the ball, if he has it down too low, you know, if you can get a little bit more physical with him, maybe you can throw him off his game a little bit. I mean, or it could just be like that first game or the first game against the Mavs and he just literally get in foul trouble for no reason. I don't know what else you really do, to be real. He is Ralph Sampson's second coming. Didn't Ralph Sampson? Who said? Was it Ralph Sampson that said? I don't remember. What was it? BJ Armstrong that said that as well. That he's Ralph Sampson. I don't know. We seen so many people talking about him. Anyways.
Then on top of that, just the offense that Popovich and that Spurs system are put around him. It's not many ways of. It's going to be a nightmare every night Wemby steps on the floor for the opposing team. That's the best way I can put that.
This is whiplash. As a Spurs fan, I'm not used to any praise. I don't know what's going on. I don't know how to feel. This feels weird. There has not been many. And usually with things like this, where somebody's super popular and people are talking so highly of them, you can like look through the crevices and find some seriously bad takes. And you guys know I react to every single thing Spurs related, right? Like you guys send me so many different things and I try my best to react to as much as I possibly can. And I'll tell you, there aren't that many bad takes when it comes to Wemby. It's hard to find, especially with guys with big names like DeMarcus' second cousins here. Kevin Garnett, Kevin Durant, LeBron, Steph, Giannis. I mean, no one has said anything that is a cause for concern or something that they're necessarily think is a huge weakness of his. Not necessarily. Like most people are just like, if he can stay healthy, that's it. This is if he can stay healthy, he's going to be a beast. Like, I mean, even that conversation, which we were expecting, that Paul George and Draymond Green conversation a few months back to be pretty bad, because you know how Draymond is. He pop out the mouth with stuff. Nah, he's just utter respect. I mean, this kid literally got. Hold on, I showed this in another video, but I'll show you again. He got so much respect around the league that he literally exchanged jerseys with Chris Paul. Chris Paul caught up with him because, as you can see, Wemby's on his way to the locker room. Chris Paul caught up with him to exchange jerseys. And he respected him so much, he even tried to get on his height. Look at this. He's trying to get to his height. Look. That's how much he respects him. He's like, I want to be like Wemby when I grow up. This is incredible. It's incredible. He's like, look, I want to at least be at your shoulder, brother. I mean, I don't know. It's just so much respect he's gotten. Yeah, DeMarcus' brother, man, he's yeah. DeMarcus' great grandmother is on point here, but yeah, I mean, it was just nothing negative. Nothing negative. Yeah, I mean, you can try to send me something. It's usually like dumb fans of other teams, like those two guys that were talking about their OKC Thunder and talking trash about Wemby in favor of Chet, and that was stupid. But like DeMarcus Primo, yeah, DeMarcus Primo, dude. I was gonna make a joke and I stopped myself. Gosh, I'm about to make the joke now. Should I make the joke? Screw it, I'm gonna make the joke. All right, so when I posted, I know you guys follow me on Twitter. If you don't, please go follow me on Twitter. But I posted this picture of me at this wax museum, and I said, finally got my picture with Vic. You a real one. But the full image is, you can kind of see a little bit of right here. It was the Predator, and I was very close to posting the entire image and then saying, gotta pick with Primo and Vic. And that would have been bad taste. And I shouldn't have said it on this video, but I just did. But I am proud of myself. I am proud of myself for choosing my dignity, my integrity over clicks. But I technically just did it now, and this video is going up on YouTube, so I'm kind of screwed. Yeah. 124 likes, it would have been much more, but I held back. I was so close. I held back. I'm not the first person to make that joke, by the way. Someone told me that. I don't think they want me to say who they are, but Emperor Palpatine, do it. It's good stuff though. Good stuff. But yeah, like I was saying though, it's just really great. It's really great that people are putting him on notice and they're being so respectful, and I don't know. It's just crazy to see these players that are that were really great players or really great players right now, and talk about Wemby as if he's a retired veteran. Like, it's almost like it feels like you're watching someone reminisce about what it was like to play against Jordan. You know, it's like weird. It's weird. It's so much praise. And I'm not accustomed to that. I think the dumbest thing that we've heard thus far or recently was it Jeff Teague? Jeff Teague said something like Karl Anthony Towns was Wemby before Wemby or something, but that's not disrespectful. It's a silly sound clip, but it's not disrespectful. But yeah, I don't know, good stuff. Crop the pick for just the Predator for Primo's first game. I'm not doing that. I'm better than this. I'm better than this. Whoa, Ruru, I haven't brought up Keldon Johnson in like 20 minutes. Anybody slandering KJ can catch a fade. What? Gosh, Ruru, gosh. You need to keep this same energy if we ever have to critique Jeremy Sochan in the same manner. Keep that same energy. That's not for you, clan. I did go on like an hour tangent about Keldon. I feel like that was for me. Just a little bit. Keldon is a good player. He's just not Batman. All right, we're not cutting the segment here. No, he's not Batman. He's not even Robin, really. Okay. Jeremy Sochan's defense was a little whack tonight. He's a better defender than that. All right, let's take a look. We got more. Let's see what else was on here. Okay, this is weird. What the heck? This is strange. So how often do we bring up Robert Horry and anything positive come out of it? I mean, he is a strange character. He has talked so much trash about Pop over the years. And then sometimes I can't tell if he's serious or not. I have no idea what's going on with Robert Horry sometimes. But big shout out to Eric. I think it was Rick. Eric. Big shout out to Eric for sending this to me, or at least tagging me in it. PJ Hoops, shout out to you for posting it. This is Robert Horry on Victor Wembanyama. Okay, let's listen. I want to hear this. This is kind of insane. We don't hear too many good things from Robert Horry. Wait a minute. Before we get started, does Robert Horry have cutouts of himself in his bedroom? This looks like a bedroom. Is that a bed right there? And he has cutouts, life-size cutouts of himself?
I don't know if you've seen Victor Wembanyama play in person, but I'm curious how Greg Popovich will use him in his rookie year.
Sounds like a DJ scratch. That's the point.
I think Greg is going to let him do whatever he wants to do, because I'm not even just looking at his play. His ability to see the game and think the game is like a 10-year vet. And that's what has impressed me the most. You know, his size, of course, he can put it on the floor. He can dunk from anywhere. But his ability to think the game and anticipate things is on a whole nother level.
Yeah.
That is true. The only point of his game that I wouldn't say is like a 10-year veteran would be some of the passes. A lot of times they're on point, but some of the reads he makes is like, oh, that was a little sloppy, you know, like that's not a 10-year veteran. But for the most part, like, yeah, he does it. He does it for the most. I mean, I would say, I know this is like arbitrary. All this is like dumb. I know it's arbitrary to even say this, but like, I would say his passing ability is closer to like a 5-year vet. And everything else, especially defense, and with the ball not in his hands, is definitely 10-year vet material there.
I'm wondering, he's already gone through this with the Admiral, and he went through this with Tim Duncan. And I'm wondering if he brings him along slowly. I don't know if the Spurs are a playoff team.
No.
But, you know, Do you just ease him in? Do you have a minutes restriction on him, or you just let him go full speed ahead?
I think you just throw him in the deep end and let what happens, because that's the best way to learn. You think about all the greats who played this game. They started out rookies playing almost 70 games a season. They learn by fire.
False alarm. This isn't a bed. This is a couch, I think.
And I think that's best for him. I know everybody thinks Pop is the one that started this thing of resting players, but this guy is young. I know he played a lot of minutes overseas, but hey, he can play. Make sure he tells the trainer, staff, and Pop how his body's feeling so he doesn't get injured, because as rookies, we think we can play all 82, but sometimes the body says no, no, no.
But also, I'm watching. He's going to lead the league in block shots. He's
no doubt.
He can he can be a rim protector, and he can also protect the 3-point line.
Game against the Mavericks, I mean, he played a minute and he had a block. He played like 30 seconds in that game, and he had a block.
By taking one step. Is there? What's it like to play against somebody who's that tall?
How would he know? How would Robert Horry know? Big shot Bob he didn't have to deal with that. He just hit his big shots. He didn't have to deal with a 7'5" guard running at him.
Man, I remember playing against Manute Bol and Mark Eaton. Those guys are just, tall, and what you have to do.
But it ain't even close. It ain't even close, Robert. You have no idea. Come out of retirement and go against Wemby.
But just go to the other side of the floor and hope whoever's on that side of the floor can knock down shots. Or you screen them, push them under the basket, do little things to try to negate their length and get them out of the way, because there's one thing we always say: you can't teach size, and his size is above and beyond anybody's I've ever seen that athletic.
No one says that you can't teach size. He's lying. I never heard that a day in my life. I never heard an NBA player. No one says that. No one said. He made that up. Oh, was that it? Oh, okay. I'm glad we ended on that note. A lie? Who says that? You know what they say. You can't teach size. Who says that? No one says that. No one says that. You can't teach size. No one says that. Yao Ming. True. Yao Ming was slow, though. Good stuff. Good stuff. I'm only joking, by the way. Robert Horry's cool. Other than like his small beef that he's had with Popovich. I mean, Popovich don't have beef with him. He's cool. He's nice. And he doesn't say a lot of negative things about the Spurs organization or Spurs players or anything like that. No vendetta here. I'm only joking. I do like hearing Robert Horry speak about stuff. They say it a lot in the NBA. No, they don't. No one says that. He made it up. Guys, you gotta learn. You gotta learn to like not take me so serious sometimes. Like I joke all the time. Like I'm sure people do say that. I'm just. It's just my sense of humor. Dude, look. For instance, look at this. Look at this post. This is what I'm talking about. So I posted this, and obviously joking. I said I might be poor, ugly, lonely, with no social skills, friends, or discernible, redeemable traits. But you know what? My Spurs got Wemby with the #1 overall pick. Like, obviously this is a joke, okay? I don't think I'm any of these things. But look at this. And this is sweet. I appreciate it. But it's a joke. Aaron says, yo, what the heck, man? You're not ugly. You have social skills, and you definitely have good traits. Don't put yourself down, brother. You have a great YouTube channel and set up too. Keep being awesome. Aaron, I'm joking. I'm joking. And I also find it funny that Aaron said, you're not ugly, and you have social skills, and you have some good traits. He like completely like glossed over like lonely and poor. He's like, it's like, I'm so stupid and ugly, man. You're not stupid. I know. I'm joking. I joke all the time. Okay, I joke all the time. Oh, thanks for the sub, bomb. It means the world to me. You know what else it means the world to me though? Let me bring something else up to you guys. Here it is. ClanTheMerchFan.com, link in the description. I actually got quite a few orders over the last few days. So bear with me. I'm trying my best to get those fulfilled. It's a whole process. I have to get the design sent to me. I mean, I already have the designs, but I have to get the print sent to me and then match that with the shirt. And I do it on demand, so it takes a little while. So it got to get to me. I got to make the shirts, and then I package it, and I send it out myself and all that good stuff. So anyways, so just bear with me. It's not going to be like lightning speed, but if you guys want to support, link in the description to Clan the Merch Fan, all that good stuff. The lights up before the game. Oh, the Mavs game was amazing. It was pretty. I saw it. Greg he said you pretty cute for a broke bum. True. That's basically what Aaron said. Nah, I know he was just being nice. I'm just joking. He'll probably see this and say, "Oh, dude, I didn't mean it like that." It's a joke. It's a joke. You got Mikasa though. You ain't lonely. She's over there asleep right now. She's on her cat tree. The people who liked that tweet liked your pain. I couldn't believe it. I was like, come on. You can't joke. You can't joke anymore. All right, let's see. We got other stuff. I think someone told me to look at this entire thing. So I think I was waiting. Because I think we were going to watch the entire. Because I'm sure the segment is longer than just this. Well, maybe, I don't know. Is he Clan Spurs fan? Thoughts? Why? Can you guys explain? Why is Twitter like this now? Why is it that when you have an article, it's just an image? That is so stupid. Elon just makes things worse for no reason, right? Like, he just makes things worse for no reason. I don't know. Have you guys noticed that? Like, you don't even know what you're clicking on. Let's see. Three All-Stars the Spurs could end up trading for this season. I'm not going to go over I don't like these. Karl-Anthony Towns. I'll tell you guys, I have a similar to Keldon. I have tunnel vision right now. I think the Spurs should go after. Hold on, can we go previous? I think Spurs should go after Luka when or if he's available. What? It says Chris Paul, Rudy Gobert, and Karl-Anthony Towns. I'm not going over that, man. Thanks for showing me it, but no, dude. Oh gosh, we got quite a few. Okay. All right, screw it. Let's just do it. Screw it. What about Zach LaVine? Zach LaVine would be cool to have. Click on Pop's face and get hit with ads. Yeah, I don't understand why it's like this. Like, it's so dumb. All right, we'll take a look at this one. Paul George on Wembanyama. Have not watched any of this. Someone sent me the actual clip from YouTube, but just look at this. I'm pretty sure this is the most significant part of it anyways. We just want to hear what he has to say about Wemby, so let's listen.
Opportunities to watch him.
I take back everything I said.
He looked good, bro.
And I knew he was going to be successful in the league, but
I've seen Paul George's. I've seen his podcast. I didn't think he said anything negative about Wemby at all, and I thought he did say he was going to be special. I mean, he just didn't say he's going to be a superstar or anything like that, which is fine. I don't know why he's apologizing here. Hold on, let's go back a little bit.
he was going to be successful in the league, but I thought it was going to be tougher than what he's making it look right now. Just because of his size, you know, our level of play versus what he was used to playing. Like, I thought that was going to be an adjustment period for him. Granted, I mean, he still hasn't played the league yet.
Right.
So
But
this is before regular season.
Some of the stuff he doing, dog, like the lob, he like threw it to the wing, called for the lob at the 3-point line. As soon as he
threw it under the dude leg.
Oh, that was crazy.
Front cutted him.
Yeah, front cut him, and the dude threw the lob, and he was like, it was just a crazy play. Like, he just threw it up, like knowing nobody else can go get that. Dunked it.
He got dribbled.
Then he did a fast break. He Euroed without taking a dribble from like the free throw line, flushed it. I'm like, bro, no one's stopping that.
Did you see him? He was defending in the corner, contested the shot. Somehow they got the offensive people got the rebound again. Someone drives in. The guy like covers 20 feet of the floor.
Yeah.
Swipes the steal.
I seen that.
And then when he get that,
And then he gets the ball, and it's just like, bro, he looks comfortable out there.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't think. I thought. I'll be honest with you guys. I thought that the G League game originally that was in Las Vegas, that he went against Scoot head to head. I actually thought that was a huge indicator of what he's going to be in the NBA. And with that team, he was with the team that he was accustomed to, that he was used to, and it was just the Wemby show, and he showed what he was capable of doing under NBA rules. Yeah, I always thought that the NBA will be slightly easier for him. I'm going to be waiting around for this welcome to the NBA moment. Thus far, the only welcome to the NBA moment I've seen are the refs. The ref said welcome to the NBA. All right, let me get this parlay. But other than that, I'll be waiting. But overall, man, yeah, I mean, I think the game is tailored towards someone like that. It's been going in that direction anyways. If the calls are actually correct, a lot of things should go his way. How physical guys will probably attempt to be with him. That's the only thing that he'll have to just work on is obviously just a little bit of strength training. Not getting like super buff or super bulky or nothing. Don't do all that. Just a little bit more strength, maybe some more core strength or something like that, leg strength, and all that good stuff. But other than that, yeah, I mean, he's just a nasty dude. He's just nasty, and he's so focused and keyed in. And I think that that's what makes him the most dangerous. I keep saying this, but like, yeah, he has the skill, he has the length. All obviously, that's like phenomenal, right? But like the true icing on this cake is the fact that he actually loves the game of basketball. That he's always keyed in. That he's always adding to his game. That he's a student of the game. That's what makes him so dangerous. And he's always in positions where like he's making high IQ plays without the ball even in his hands. He's just going to be really something serious. It's just going to be really something serious. So he says, welcome to the NBA, flopping like a little girl for call Wemby. Flopping like a... I am so confused. Welcome to the NBA, flopping like a little girl, foul call Wemby. Huh? I don't know what you're talking about. Are you talking about Grant Williams in the Mavs game? The flopping? To get a call on Wemby? Yeah, flopping. Yeah, exactly. Flopping like a mermaid. They said the NBA will be too physical, but the refs call it soft. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's so strange. Yeah, people constantly brought up that argument, like, oh, when he gets to the NBA, it's just so different. It's just going to be so much tougher. And it's like, did you watch Wemby play at all in France? It's Merman. Yeah, he was a merman. He was Aquaman. I don't know what was going on with that. I don't know what that was. Did my computer need an update or something? Grant flopped like a little girl. I guess. He flopped like a little boy, flopped like a little girl, flopped like a fish, flopped, I don't know. He's just flopping. Just flopping. At least back in the day when Manu would do his flops, it was in the purpose of a play. It was in the midst of a play or something, you know. I don't know. At least Manu was more talented. Anyways, besides the point, Wemby's great. I'm super excited. Blah blah blah. You know the dealio. You know the dealio. The last time we saw flops like that was when Primo. Oh, we are not doing that. We are not doing that in the segment. Ending the segment. We are not going there. No. All right. Let's look at some other stuff. The great Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He had something to say. God, everyone has something to say. This is so much. Oh, it's so much. What do I do? Am I going to be able to keep up during the season? I already do 2 videos a day. Are we going to have to amp it up to 3? I don't know if I can do it. Okay. Big shout out to Eric again for sending this to me. Nothing incredible, but a small Jabbar take on Wemby. Okay. Is this a short or something?
Victor.
5 minutes. US Today Sports. Is this copyrighted? I have no idea. Can we speed it up? Let's speed it up just in case. And then let's turn this music off because it sounds like they got music.
Learns how to get the shot off early enough. There's not going to be anybody that can really stop him from shooting that shot.
Everyone brings up the skyhook, and have we seen a proper skyhook in like forever? We don't see skyhooks at all, dude. But people always bring it up like, oh, if you get the skyhook down, which is true, but it's like no one uses that shot.
It's now a three-point shooting league, it seems, and maybe guys like Steph Curry somewhat to blame for this, inspiring a young generation of players to basically shoot from anywhere. But do you personally enjoy watching the game the way it's played now?
It is Steph Curry's fault.
With all the shooting that's going on?
Well, I remember when I was playing, if there were 7, if my team took 7 three-point shots, that was a lot. You know, we wanted to get as close as we could and get the ball in the hoop.
Yep.
And now, you know, that extra point means a lot to the way the game is played now. So, you know, you have to ask people, you know, if that makes sense or not. You know, the fans seem to enjoy it, you know, and as long as the fans are enjoying it and got guys that can go either way, that I think that makes the game more interesting. And
good job not taking like the typical old head approach on this. Good job, Kareem. Kareem's always good with stuff like this, man. Because I'm not crazy about the whole back in my day it was real basketball and now this isn't real, but we just do it. It's like, yeah, there's some bad like basketball IQs out there. There's some guys going out there jacking up shots, and it doesn't look pretty. But you know what? Every single team that wins the championship, they're playing good basketball at the end of the day. While Steph Curry is kind of the pioneer of all of this, for the NBA to get to this point, he changed everything. Even though that is true, at the end of the day, like he still has a phenomenal team. Like they play the right way. They play good basketball. They have a good system. And guys that win championships, teams that win championships, it's always a really good system, and they're playing the right way. So I'm not. It's okay.
Yeah.
It makes the fans have to learn a little bit more about what can happen on the court.
A lot of people say Steph Curry's three-pointer is indefensible because he can shoot it from anywhere, but you had the original indefensible shot in the famous skyhook. So could you tell us a little bit what made your shot so dominant and why you think it's always been so hard for people to replicate it? Aside from how tall you are, like why has it been
It is not. Yeah, that's a good question. How, like, no one replicates this. No one does it.
hard for people to replicate it?
Well, I don't think the shot is being taught to kids, you know, when they're learning the game. They don't learn the basics of the hook shot. And if you don't learn the basics early enough, you can't work on it.
There you go.
My hook shot didn't get to be fine-tuned until I was a sophomore in high school. And then since then, from that point on until I retired, nobody could deal with it.
Yeah. Who taught you the hook shot, if you don't mind me asking?
Who taught me the hook shot? Jeez. That's a tough one.
It's probably multiple people, right?
My grade school teacher, Farrell Hopkins, is a great guy. And he said, hey, we got to get you the ball sometimes, and you can't be making these turnovers. And that's basically what I worked on.
That's cool. Well, someone who has been working, I feel like, on the skyhook recently just so happens to be Victor Wembanyama. I'd love to get your take on this guy overall, but for starters, do you think that the skyhook suits him, and do you think it should be added to his arsenal?
That's a bad question. Like, yeah, he should add anything to it. Why would you not add something to your arsenal? Why would you not? Yeah, he should. Also, I don't know. That might be a little overblown. I mean, we cover Wemby immensely, and I don't think. I mean, there's been an article or whatever, but I don't think this has been something that he's been completely keyed in on necessarily. This is brought up like once. I don't know.
Oh yeah, if Victor develops the touch, he's going to be out there shooting. He's just shooting all over everybody. What can you do? He's I mean, how tall is he now? 7'4" or 5?
He's insanely tall.
You can't get to the shot in time to block it legally. You can wait till it's starting to descend toward the hoop, and that's goaltending. But if Victor learns how to get the shot off early enough, there's not going to be anybody that can really stop him from shooting that shot. It just depends at that point on whether or not he can make that shot.
If you're on the phone with him right now, what would be a piece of advice you'd give him as he starts this NBA journey with all these high
Kareem already talked to Wemby, didn't he?
expectations for him?
Well, I tell him not to get too excited about when things don't work, because you have to work on it for a while before they smooth out. And the difference between the amateur game and the pro game is it's going to test him a little bit in his first year. But if he has the fundamental skills, he'll adjust and be a great player. I've never ever seen.
That's a really good point, Muhammad. He says Wemby doesn't have yet good footwork for back to the basket move like Skyhook. That is true too. He doesn't have really a good post move framework right now, or post move fundamentals right now. So yeah, and nor does he really have the strength to get in position to make that work. Yeah, I agree.
And play. So I'm just like the rest of the basketball world. I'm anxious to see what he can do on the court.
One last question for you. Who was your favorite player to watch of all time? Pure enjoyment. Doesn't have
Michael Jordan.
to be the greatest of all time, but for you, who is your favorite player to watch?
Oh,
Larry Bird.
man,
All
that's a tough one, man.
Magic Johnson.
I got to see Kobe play, and Kobe was awesome. I played with Oscar. Oscar was awesome. I played with Magic. Magic was awesome.
Jeez.
How do you make it?
That's
There's
true.
too many different ways to skin a cat, and they all had their own style. And
Who created that? Who created that phrase? I need to meet this person. Whoever created the phrase, there's multiple ways to skin a cat. Me as a cat owner, it really hurts to hear that. It makes me sick to my stomach. Who created that? Why is that a saying? We're looking it up after this.
effectiveness. So let's give them some
did July? Banned.
credit for the time that they played, and we're going to have to let it go at that.
Okay, great stuff from Kareem as always. He's always insightful. Hold on. Who created different ways to skin a cat? Who was this monster that did this? Okay, in 1840, American humorist Seba Smith indicated as much in her short story, The Money Diggers, when she wrote, "As it is said, there are more ways than one to skin a cat. So are there more ways than one of digging for money?" Why is this so hard to read? Hold on, Clan, come on, pay attention. As it is said, there are more ways than one to skin a cat. So are there more ways than one of digging for money? I mean, this phrase feels like it's from 1840, bro. That is disturbing. It feels like it's from 1840. It's just a phrase that feels like it's from 1840. I don't know. It's so, ugh. I don't know what's up with that phrase, man. Where's the one way to skin a cat? How are we doing this? Wait, we can dig for money? Gregor, you know it. Come on. What kind of cat? Tiger, lion, etc.? You know, in 1840, all cats were lions, actually. There's cat art. These were cats in 1840. See, this is what I'm saying. Like, okay, cats look like this. Okay, that look terrifying. Look at them. That's terrifying. Oh yeah, that's terrifying. Yeah, you might have to skin that. But like, why are we using this in 2023? Looks like Mika said, to be honest, you shut your mouth, July. You shut your mouth. Okay, really quick. If you guys want to support the channel, clanthemerchfan.com, link in the description, okay? Link in the description. It helps me pay for cat food for my cat. And I could not fathom skinning her. That's dreadful. That's terrible. God awful even. So yeah, I don't know. Just a weird phrase. It's a very strange phrase. So strange. All right, before we get into Skin the Cat Clan, shut up. Okay, before we get into the next video, hold on. Let me do this real quick. Oh, I gotta log in. I didn't know I had to log in. All right, hold on. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do it within a minute, okay? Oh yeah, might have to skin that. So weird. So weird. All right, listen. Big shout out to Oh, wait a minute. This music is super loud. I'm so sorry. I didn't know it was up that loud. All right. Anyways, what were we saying? Yeah, big shout out to BetUS for sponsoring this video and the rest of my videos for the season. It means the world to me. And just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about BetUS. So if you guys want to bet on any game, they have so many different options here. As you can see, you go to the basketball section. There's so many different things that you can bet on. As far as NBA champions, they have specials. How many rebounds will Wemby have? How many over or under as far as points will he have? And all you have to do is you just click on there. You choose whatever you would like to choose as far as the money line, and you do the risk, and it will show you how much you will win by placing that bet. So just a big shout out to BetUS for everything. And yeah, you guys go check that out. Link in my description. You will get 125% bonus when you sign up, when you put in 100. So that's $125 to play with. So big shout out. All right, let's talk about this. Big shout out to Henry for sending me this. Kevin Garnett's mind-blowing assessment of Victor Wembanyama's skills. Mind-blowing assessment, huh? Let me see.
Bro, I'm just gonna say
I'll
this.
be the judge.
Remember how we
if
was
it's
like,
mind-blowing. Shut up.
Going off how summer.
Shut up. Shut up, Kevin. All right, let's see. 9 minutes long. Is he Summer League? Notable player encounters. Durant skills and comparisons. Rookie challenges and players. Okay, let's take a look. All right, let's see.
Bro, I'm just gonna say this.
All right, let's see. Let's move this up here. Why is Paul George always so slumped into his? He is so slumped. He just sinks in every chair that he sits in.
Remember how we was like going off how summer league was looking and Wemby and how, you know what I'm saying? Bro, if I'm comparing summer league to like now, let's say today, you hear me? Today,
Right.
Wednesday, here, today. No way Wemby was playing ball. He was not hooping. You know, he looks not even surprisingly different. He looks like, you remember we heard all the hype, the generational talent, LeBron? Bro, I didn't see it. I saw that shit the other night, bro.
Wait, hold on.
Hold on, let me give you
Go
one
ahead,
more.
go ahead.
You remember when, everybody in here, you remember when Yao Ming played his first game against Sean Bradley? You remember this? I know you remember this. And Sean Bradley was beasting, beat his shit up. I think he pushed him down one time. Look, no shit, go look this up, real shit. Look, I think he pushed him down. I think Yao fell.
Bradley?
Listen, Sean Bradley, bro, they played a back-to-back game. I'll never forget this. The next, I was like, damn, he kind of beat. I said it, he beast. Damn, he beast big fella. Damn, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Lord, the very next night, matter of fact, at the end of that first game, I think it was in Dallas, Steve Francis went over and grabbed Yao's head, and they're like forehead to forehead, and you can see Steve Francis' hand, and he's animated. Man, I don't know what Jeff Van Gundy, I don't know what Steve Francis, I don't know what Cat Mobley, I don't know what they did to big fella, but the very next night, man, Yao Ming destroyed Sean Brown. I'm talking about banging him, bang, yeah, and one of him, yeah, and Yao Ming played like that forever.
Damn.
That's what Wemby looks like to me.
That was
came in,
wait, what? Really? I don't think Wemby has even really shown it yet. Like, I feel like the greatest Wemby performance was when he was in Las Vegas against Scoot. Yeah, I don't think we've seen Wemby anywhere near what he's capable of being. I don't think we've seen anywhere near it. Like, defensively, I think we got a good taste of it. But overall, I don't think so. Not yet. But, okay, I'll listen.
Oh, like Bambi, fragile legs, you know what I'm saying? It was a bunch of fog. He had, dipped his head through the fog. Bro, I saw it.
You saw it?
I saw the alien. I saw it. Joe, he caught on a lot. Bro, he was in the high post, P. Went pick and roll. They rejected it. They threw a lob to him, bro. He caught the shit at the first block and dunked it.
Yeah, I saw
it, bro. The left hand dunk. The left hand dunk. Yeah, go ahead, P.
What I say,
guys, we need to put this in perspective, okay? Kevin Garnett is one of the best big men this game has seen, okay? Especially in our generation. He is one of the best, okay? He would not praise you lightly. He wouldn't. Paul George, same. And Paul George has praised Wemby quite a bit too, like in the past. I don't know about this video in particular, but like Kevin Garnett is one of the best big men we've seen. He is a student of the game. He loves basketball. And he will disrespect you and not care about it if he doesn't think you're that good. The fact that he's saying this is huge. Oh, okay, Gregor got me there. Thon Maker. He got me there. You got me there. You got me there. He did. That was like the worst take he ever said. That was the worst take. But I just don't think that he's going to just praise anybody, right? He's not going to just praise anybody. And we're coupling it with, there's also a multitude of different players that said positive things about Wemby as well. There's other players too. No, he doesn't. Shut up. He says Thon Maker in this episode. No, he doesn't. Am I speaking too soon? Oh my God.
All right, so now you changing your tune on him. When I said he could probably be all-star.
I apologize.
Remember I said that?
I'll be the first to apologize if I get it wrong.
No, look, he may not make it, but he sure look like he can, right? I saw it in Summer League, though. I saw it in Summer League. It was just like, man, hold on. He a little bit different because, for one, he out there looking like a 7'5" KD. He looking like a cross between Giannis and KD. When I seen him go up over, did you see that one move where he went up over the whole team and dunked it? And who was that? Was that Mark Bryant? Thomas Bryant?
Was looking.
And he looked up like.
That's the look. That's the look. When the nigga saw LeBron for the first time, it's like, oh shit. That was
that look right there.
Hey Wemby, whatever you doing, keep going, big bro. Real shit.
I think that actually is some truth to that, because it's like that every single time somebody see Wemby. It's like an event when you see Wemby at this point. Like Dallas Mavericks preparing for Wemby, we knew about that. People thought that even in the preseason, because the Warriors are definitely trying to, make sure they get their stuff together or whatnot. Even during the preseason, they played pretty hard versus the Spurs. Wemby just dominated them. He just absolutely dominated the Warriors. He had Steph thinking twice about shooting. He had Clay thinking twice about shooting. And I think you don't really realize how crazy it is until you go against them. As soon as he goes into the Mavs game, he blocks Kyrie Irving, right? Like immediately, like the first couple minutes. So yeah.
Got you,
and the way the rules and the way the officiating is set
it's
up,
perfect for him.
It ain't everybody talking about, he too skinny. No. He can't handle. No. You ain't got to worry about the league. Ain't built like that no more.
It ain't no physicality.
It ain't that type of physicality where you got guys holding you, pushing you when you come through the lane getting checked. No, it's freedom of movement.
Yep.
So
and the skill, Pete.
And skill.
Yep.
And people don't understand that he's a product of what NBA or basketball is becoming. He's a product of that. It's not a matter of like he has to fit into this style of he's a product of it. He grew up around what the NBA is today, like around what basketball is today. He's just a product of it.
He is right now today, Wemby is one of the top 5 skilled players in the NBA. I said it right now, as of today.
I'm not even barking on that.
Top 5 most skilled players in the league right now.
I'm not even barking on that. You know why I'm saying that? It's because a lot of people don't understand that when you're 7'5"
and can do what KD do.
Stop, man.
You can do what Antetokounmpo do.
Stop.
You can do what Anthony Davis can do.
Stop.
Will I go this far? I'm not going this far. Top 5 skilled player in the league? I'm not going that far. I guess we can, obviously you include defense if you want to include that, but I don't know if they're really doing that. I wouldn't go that far. Are we going this far? Top 5 skilled player in the NBA? right off the bat, LeBron, let's see, LeBron, Luka, Jokic, as far as skills, Steph is more skilled. Are we saying big men only big men? I just won't go that far. I just won't say that yet. I think he'll be like a top player in the league in like no time. I don't think it'll take that long, but I won't say he's a top 5 skilled player. Definitely not top 5 skill. That's kind of, man. KG will just go with anything. Well, he will flip the script on you. Huh.
You can do it. Embiid, man, he's one of the top 5 most skilled players
And Pete, he's just
in the league today.
And Pete, he's just playing. He don't even know what he's doing yet. He just reacting. You that
In this small sample, he didn't show me the handle.
Yes.
He didn't show me the step back.
Yes.
He didn't show me the lob, the pick and roll threat, the pick and roll and the pick and pop threat. He didn't show me he can get the ball in traffic and dunk over everybody.
Facts.
I mean,
Playmaking.
Listen,
the Spurs should make the playoffs. Real shit. Listen, he's one you got. Lord, I saw him in the OKC game for 3 minutes take it over. I'm talking about take it over. He had a point where he blocked the joint shot, came down, got a dunk. 2 plays later got a free dunk, and then he dunked it like, what's the word? Jump like what's the word? Like he jumped, like he dunked that more like that. Like yeah, like I'm sending messages out here. These are all subs. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? P, I'm watching it, P. I'm watching it. Just like what you said, the game is condensed to his. I was all worried, like, you know what I'm saying? Lord, he got it, and it ain't like some average shit.
Now, this is the only thing.
Rebound. I don't want anyone calling me a homer. Dude, don't ever say I'm biased. Dude, I'm not even going this. I don't even think that. I don't even think the Spurs will be. Are you joking? Sounds like he's in love. Bro, what's going on here? I won't even go this far. I mean, and then literally Paul Pierce. KG is giving the type of energy that like Paul Pierce could say literally anything and he'll just go with it. He's like, not only that, Kevin, not only will he be an all-star, not only is he a top 5 skilled player in the NBA, but he's a Hall of Famer day 1. He's a Hall of Famer day 1. And then KG's over there like, I agree, because when he dunked on him, he was like, like, what are we talking about? This is off the rails. This is completely off the rails. They're going too far. This is too much praise, okay? This is too much praise. I love Wemby like the next guy. I think that he has potential to be like one of the greatest players ever. And if he becomes what we think he can become, it is possible that he could be the greatest. Maybe, possibly. I don't know. Long way to go to catch MJ, obviously. What the heck? Michael Jordan. And you know, LeBron, whoever you got in your top 5 or whatever, like it's gonna be tough. Tim Duncan, but I don't know what's going on right. I don't know. Nah, I'm riding with him. F it, Wemby the GOAT, bro. He could literally say anything right now, and KG would jump on board with it. Oh, I pressed play.
No,
Hear me out.
Go ahead.
I'm wondering with the style though, P. He's 7'6". You got to give me more than 4 to 5 rebounds. So how do
now he's 7'6"? I've heard 7'3", 7'4", and 7'5". I have not heard 7'6".
My question to you is, how do you take this talent and the flow and where we at with today's game, right? And how do I get that type of presence to come back into the paint and get rebounds or be more active in the rebounding? He's the biggest guy out here. He's got to get more than 4 to 5 rebounds. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, for sure that. But we're in an era to where a lot of guards is leading their teams in rebounds because they shoot threes and it's a lot of long rebounds.
Yep.
So
yeah, that's a good
guys
point.
like him, guys like we see like Zion don't get 10, 12 boards like we think they should, is because of the way the game is played. But also, and to your point, man, this guy, I never seen nothing. Never seen nothing.
The closest thing we've seen to this was Bobo's the first 7'3", 7'2",
this is my only concern.
Thon maker.
This is my only concern. Like, yeah, he got the skill. My only concern is how can he hold up over an 82 game season?
That's
not because that's everybody.
Everybody's gonna bend the knee on that.
He's gonna get tired.
Yeah.
He ain't used to that. Now, we've seen in a small, short span of like, he can get the numbers, but like when they get to be like 40, 50 games and, the boredom set in and you tired and you traveling and you ain't out with your teammates, you young, the schedule, it's just like it could get to, say you're not winning too, say if you're not winning, let's just say they're not winning. That not only physical fatigue can set in, but that mental fatigue can set in. So that's
He didn't bring up Thon Maker in this video. Y'all lying. He didn't say that.
part I'm gonna be looking at. When they get past 50 games and 60 games, I'm gonna see where he at then to see where he really gonna go. Because that's the hump that you get through your rookie year. We all went through it because you like, damn, we ain't never been through this marathon before.
He just did that. Dude, are you gaslighting me? Am I being gaslit right now? I know Gregor's a joker. Am I getting, he just did? You guys are gaslighting me. I didn't hear it. Why didn't I hear it? I'm not going back. I'm going to pretend in my own delusional mind that he didn't. Clan had the Keldon blinders on. Yeah, I had that tunnel vision. I had a mission. I had one mission, and that was to hear anything about Wemby and not thong make. He didn't say it. They definitely bad built. Okay, sorry.
I didn't even condition yet.
Yeah, exactly. So, I'm gonna be looking toward like when it gets to be like February, March to see how the numbers go. If they start going up in, he starts seeing the finish line and start picking it up, then I'm like, oh yeah, he ready.
I didn't want to, you know what's crazy, Pete? And then we're gonna move on. I didn't want to believe, when I saw him you remember in the other league, he shot the 3 and then followed it up with a tip dunk.
Ooh.
I was like, oh shit. I ain't seen that since Dominique. Like shit like this.
Right.
Bro, when you saw David Robinson for the first time, you saw it. You didn't know what you was looking at, you saw it. Then you saw him play, you saw it, right? Tim Duncan, same shit. When you watch big fella play, you was like, damn, right. That's what I'm talking about. He has the it factor to where, I actually worried about I'm not worried about his scoring. Not only that, he's a top tier scorer. Like not even in playmaking, but in bag. Like one-on-one, get in the bucket, He can 2 dribble pull up, he can step back, he can hit you with the 3. That's what he got it. He got it to where he can lead a team. Now it's about his IQ and his education. Now here come the schemes. Here come the trappings. Now
that's scary.
He ain't in the scout report either, P. So,
Wemby, this is just weird. I'm not used to this. And there's so many new people like joining the channel and so many new people sending me messages that are like, hey, I'm a Spurs fan now. And that's cool. Like I'm all for, I want to embrace as many Spurs fans as possible. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get used to this media hype. I just don't know. I'm going to try. I don't know if I can. I'm going to try though.
We know what he looks like in another league. Lord, he looking totally different. With the knowledge that and the stuff that he's getting from San Antonio, you can see the development. You can see how much he's grown in a fucking summer, bro. 3 months, 2 months. Man, I'm talking about watching progression. Progression. Development, bro. He looks not only stronger, but a little smarter. And like when he went to go give a check, I would have came out with the high left hook, right? Man, came under with the bro, that ain't 7'6" movement.
That ain't.
Man, Yao Ming was moving like a big ass oak tree when he moved. Shaq was walking through, man, big motherfuckers who 7'1" walking through like an oak tree, bumping in the shit.
He got that guard work.
Man, I want to see, hey, Wemby, I want to see you in the salsa competition, my dude. I need to see you in bachata. Man, he light on his feet, P. Yeah, he light on his feet, P.
Okay, that was great. That was funny. Way too much praise. I mean, literally, you could have said anything, and KG would have jumped on board with it. Like, yeah, he's the. Not only is he an all-star, he's the greatest player of all time, and he hasn't even played a regular season game yet. KG and Kevin would have been like, yeah, man, when he did the and the bar and the E and the dunk and the I and the like, okay. All right. Anyways, you guys want to support the channel, clanthemerchfan.com, link in the description, or become a patron YouTube member, only $2 per month. Yeah, great video though. Great video. Great stuff. All right, let's see. Whew, we're going through a lot of stuff today. Let's see. Is there anything else that I wanted to hit? How many things did we go over? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I feel like there was something else, wasn't there? Do we have a couple more? Let's see if we got any more stuff to go over. Let's see. I feel like someone sent me. Hold on. Let me go to Instagram. Oh, that's cool. My friend got a picture with Sean Elliott. Let's see. Let's see. Got a lot of. Oh, this. That's a bunch of video. What's this? Okay, this is kind of interesting. Crap. I think I posted it. I don't have to actually go to a post. Here, let me go to my stuff. Yeah, I actually do want to talk to you guys about this. I know it's after the fact, but I think it's still relevant. So this is actually kind of cool. So I don't know if you guys saw this. I posted it on Instagram, but I supposedly a San Antonio Spurs fan was sharing a hotel room with the Dallas Mavericks, and a lot of the scouting, or the entire scouting report of our players, were left outside their door. And I think it would be cool to look through this. So let's see, how should we go about this? Should I just read it? Because I can't really zoom in on. It's kind of hard zooming in on Instagram posts. But we'll start with Trey Jones, and I'll just tell you briefly some of the other ones. So his Trey Jones, he's a ball handler off the bench, good distributor, led team in assists last season. Distributor, looking for throw aheads and drive and kicks. Don't overreact to his drives. Active hands on his drive. Right driver, loves floater with right hand when he gets in the paint. Low volume 3-point shooter. Elephant, we can attack him. What does that mean? Hold on. Let me see. I need it. I want it to look better than this. Here we go. This is much better. There we go. Here we go. That's much better. Much better. All right. Okay. So they don't have. All right. They don't have. We'll get to this one. This one looks much better. But let's go back over because they don't have this sheet. Let's see what they say about Malachi Branham. Scoring guard off the bench, wants to score when he is in the game. Dang. Guys, I think we could have made this. That's crazy. We could have made this. Right driver wants to go to put-ups. Floaters. I can't really read that. Compared to shots at the rim. Must be ready to challenge his range shots because he's such a quick release, obviously. Capable shooter. But I can't tell what that word is. Tends to puts the ball on the floor. I don't know. Majority of threes will be above the break. Ready to rear view contest on his pull-ups. Will play in off-ball screening action, but into his body and communicate, but switches. I don't really know what that. Doug McDermott, I don't think we have to go over that. Osman, we don't have to go over that. And then they got Bassey down here, and it just says screener, offensive rebounder, active big off the bench. Everything of him is around the rim. Yeah, it's nothing there. And then, yeah, so this one's blurry too. So let's jump over to this one. Here we go. Beautiful. All right, let's see what this has to say. So just focusing on Jeremy Sochan. All right. So it says active player in transition will look to bust out and sprint ahead of the ball for rim attacks. Right driver will look to attack closeouts and get downhill. When closing out and switching onto him in pick and rolls, play to contain his drives. He is looking to get into the paint. Will play in pick and rolls. I have... What someone said? Keldon scouting report says he's a great asset to the Mavs. Oh my goodness. Anyways, low volume 3-point shooter. That's probably going to change this season. Will look to post smaller defenders. Alert for seals in middle of lane when he is cutting through. Wants to finish over the left shoulder. Don't foul. And another thing too with him is this is the whole thing where people are like, okay, they don't have a scouting report on you. You know, that's why I think a lot of times sophomore years are pretty tough for people because it's such a huge adjustment, or tough for players. That's why I'm not that angry with Sochan if he has a few bad games here and there right now. Anyway, Devin Vassell, laser 38.7% 3-point. We need to get him inside the line. We'll play in pick and roll. And off-ball screens, need to be into his body, go over versus him, if in, red, switch up into the ball. They actually don't have a lot. Right driver, make him finish over length. Don't foul. Well, shouldn't that be for everybody? Well, I guess that wouldn't be for everybody because it's free throw percentage, right? What's his free throw percentage? 78% last season. So, dang, they even got the preseason on here. I didn't even notice that before. Preseason was 60%. Jeremy shot 60% from three during the preseason. Let's see. Let's look at Keldon Johnson. You guys are making jokes. Oh, they do have Wemby on here. Okay. I didn't even look at Wemby's. I just posted it. Let's see. Leading scorer last season, 22 points per game. Right driver, once straight line drives, make him see verts at the rim. Will look into initiate contact. That's all he does. Physical driver. When going left, he will look to spin back to right hand. That is so scary if people just have a scouting report on you like this. Like, I don't know. That's tough. Capable shooter, but he is looking to drive. 32.9% 3-point shooter, blah, blah, blah. Looking to score in pick and rolls. Must make him see bodies. Don't give him straight line drives. And they made him see bodies at the end of that Mavs game, and you saw what happened. He still went at them. Wemby. There's a lot on Wemby. Versatile. He has versatility, okay? And skilled forward, leading scorer in preseason. In all of preseason? Or just for our team? Chat, was he the leading scorer in all of preseason? Let me know that. I'll look it up if you guys don't know. 50.9% field goal percentage, 2.8 blocks per game. They highlighted that. Transition threat, he will look for leak outs and early seals. We have to do a good job of sprinting back and protecting the rim. Good luck. Meet him early and be physical. Post ups, do work early and be physical. Wants to face up and create space. Get into his body. They definitely did that. And take up air. Alert to spin outs if in his body. Will look for passes over the top. Right driver. Likes combo moves to get into the paint. You see how ridiculous his scouting report is? We can be aggressive and shrinks looking for deflections. He will turn ball over. Cable shooter with time and space. 31.8% 3-point shooter. Will look to pop. Better shooter in mid-range. That is true. We'll look for pull-ups and ISOs. Okay. And then Zach Collins. I feel like we know Zach Collins. We don't have to look at this, but it says rim runner. Will post you up. Wants to work middles. No angles. Stay down on shot fakes. Dude, this is just crazy. I feel like we could have made some of this. And what is this? That's kind of cool. 3-point shooters. Doug McDermott. Who to foul? Oh, look at this. Who to foul? Huh. Blake Wesley is the top of the list on who to foul. That's not good. He was the leading scorer in his league? What do you mean? For the Spurs, maybe? Definitely not all teams. Huh. I don't know. But this was interesting nonetheless. It's pretty, You think this is a bad scouting report? I mean, it's pretty it's pretty accurate. I mean, it's not like in depth. I mean, you have freaking 82 games during the season. I wouldn't expect every single one to be ridiculous. I would assume that during, playoffs, then you would go even more in depth with things. But I mean, yeah, I mean, it's accurate. It is accurate. Cool stuff, though. Cool stuff. When was the leading scorer in his country where he played? That's not what that said. It said leading scorer in preseason. Or, hold on. Preseason leaders. 2023, 2024. Season stats. Oh, okay. Yeah, Desmond Bane was number 1. I feel like we would know if Wemby was number 1. And 19 did seem pretty low for that. Dude, you can't count people that only play one game. Interesting though. It was just for the Spurs. Oh, okay, that makes sense then. Yeah, okay. Yeah, leading scorer for this. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I'm just taken aback by how much they have on them. That's just pretty cool. It's like he's such a threat. Who to foul though? That's sad. That's pretty sad. We're not gonna see a lot of Blake Wesley this year, I don't think. Which is fine. He's more of a project. Good stuff. These leaked documents, man. That's insane. All right, let's see. So that was something. And I feel like there might have been something else to go over. Not 100% sure though. Let's look. Let's look around. Let's take a look. People send me so much stuff. And it's Wemby season. Okay, let's see. Let's go back to Twitter. Because I know I got some tweets too. Or not tweets, but some messages. Let's see. Oh, I already looked at that. What is this? Oh. Okay, so all right. So big shout out to Francis here. He sent me a video and I have no idea what's on here, but he said they started talking about Wemby around 26:05, by the way. That's what he had to say. So big shout out to you, Francis. Thank you so much. And if you guys also want to support the channel, there's many different ways to do so. Like you can send me over things directly through Twitter. I have my tweets open, or my Twitter page open for messages. So you can send me a message to go over. You can send it to me on Instagram, or you can just tag me. You can post it yourself and just tag me in it, and I will see it. So those are some ways to contact me. And if you want to support the channel in other ways as well, clanthemerchfan.com, link in the description. Get yourself some merch. Be patient with me because it's a whole process where I have to go and actually get the prints sent to me, and then I make the shirts at home, and then I package them, and then I send it out. It's a whole thing. But it will get out to you. You just got to be patient. But yeah, if you guys want to support, there's that. Or become a patron, a YouTube member, only $2 per month. Link in the description for that as well. If you don't want to do any of that, you like screw you clan, then just like and subscribe. That works too. I'm getting kind of sleepy, dude. We've been on a while. All right.
Hey, road trippers.
Oh my God. All right. Let's jump to 26:05. And we're going to get her done. All right. Let's see. They mentioned at 26:05, huh? That's near the end of the video. That's refreshing. All right. Let's see.
Smart. And then you got Porzingis. So I love that.
I still think that team last year was very good, but
very.
I get your point.
Richard, you're calling Victor Wembanyama's game tonight. How excited are you?
Look, I think anybody that listens to us knows that we're a bunch.
This is right before the Mavs game. Okay.
of basketball nerds. It doesn't matter if it's the history. It doesn't matter if it's the last 20 years. It's
I don't
40
need to speed
years.
'em
So to
up.
be a part
Richard
of
Jefferson.
like a special night, it's like calling LeBron's first game. It's like calling Shaq's first game. Like, you don't know how this story is ending, but you know the beginning of this story is a fucking fairy tale, right? He's so different. When you have, people just don't understand. Like, you guys as fans, let me just give you who Wembanyama is. NBA players and fans look at him the same way. Like, put that in perspective.
That's what I was, dude. That's crazy. We literally said that didn't we say that the other night? That it's like insane because it's like everyone's on the same page. That's what always throws me off. Like, because that's not normal. That's usually not the case. Like, even with LeBron James, it was more so the fans than the players. Like, everyone was crazy about LeBron James coming into the league. Once he actually got in the league, it was so many players like downplaying it, like, whatever. He's not, whatever, I mean, even his own teammates were like, he's just another guy on the team, Like, it's crazy. You say accept the haters. Yeah, but there's not that many of them. I am a scout for Spurs content. Like, everything that is Spurs related, I try to put it on the channel if I find it interesting to talk about it. And that includes people hating on Wemby. I love talking about people hating on Wemby, but it doesn't happen. It's rare. It doesn't happen. People don't talk about Wemby like that, like in a negative light. Not often at all. I mean, the closest thing we've gotten anything recently was Gilbert Arenas making that weird comment, but then, like, after that, he instantly, like, praised him again. So I don't know. It just doesn't. This is like true. Everyone sees him the same way. That is so true. That's what's weird. All right, let me go back. I'm gonna let him take it. But yeah, I just want to say that.
Who Wembanyama is. NBA players and fans look at him the same way. Like, put that in perspective, right? You have
Say that one more time.
NBA players and fans look at him the same way. There is nothing on the basketball court that Channing and I have not seen. There's nothing. All of us are like, this guy's tall, this guy's athletic. He has a combination of things, and that's why you're seeing reactions, because NBA players are really getting him for the first time. So you're seeing the stuff, and you're like, this is not normal. Nutmegging people, dropping passes, crossovers around the bed. 7'4" doing that, bro. He's blocking shots from inside the paint. I saw Wiggins hit him with all of the whippity wop and try and get. Let me rephrase this. You can't get a pull up off on him. There's never been a player since ever in the history of the game that you couldn't get a pull up jumper off. Get him moving back, and then you step back. Man. No, you just
gotta pass it. You just gotta pass it off. Like, there's nothing you can do. You just gotta pass it off. The only thing that's gonna get Wemby as he stands right now is biting on pump fakes, and I think that really crafty players in the NBA, like the Lucas of the world, the Steph Currys of the world, I think they'll be able to get him a few times. I mean, Steph did it in the preseason. There was one play where I was like, "Ooh, that was nasty." He got him with a pump. So I think that's it. But Wemby's so long, he's going to learn that he doesn't have to bite, really. Like, even standing straight up is enough of a contest, so he doesn't have to bite on everything. He'll learn from there. But, like, that's the only weakness I see right now is, like, biting on pump fakes. That's how you can get them. Get them in the air.
So special.
And even then, I didn't mean to skip that far. But even then, it's not a guarantee. He's like a freaking pogo stick.
The paint. I saw Wiggins hit him with all of the whippity wop and try and get. You can't off on him. There's never been a player since ever in the history of the game that you couldn't get a pull up jumper off. Get him moving back, and then you step back. Man, no, he's so special, and I'm looking forward to seeing how Pop manages him. I'm looking forward to seeing what this is gonna be.
Yeah, boy, it's gonna be his. And what's crazy is the way he moves defensively. That's 3 years ahead. I think you heard Paul George talk about him on his podcast. He was like, I thought it would take him a couple years, but he doing stuff already in preseason that is like, he's not even from when he came over here at Summer League, where he said, I don't know the rules really, right? Because I've been playing overseas in France. So July, August, September, October. That's 4 months he has been playing NBA basketball. And this is what we see.
If that has it been 4 months? I guess so. I guess you talk about summer league. I would more so just count preseason. No.
What's gonna happen in
The only thing
6
that can
months?
stop him is health. That's the only thing.
I just wanted to know if you guys agree with Paul Pierce and Kevin Garnett.
We're gonna just say no. Let's just say no off the
That
drop.
they say he is a top 5 most skilled player in the NBA right now.
Oh my goodness, it's just a complete circle. We just talked about this. I didn't agree with that. I just thought KG was eating anything Paul Pierce was serving. You can't go with this. You can't agree with this.
What? No.
Oh yeah, no. Huh? Yes, I'd agree. When I say top 5, it's
5.
If you're talking about combination and skills are different. Like it's weird. It's how you identify skills. Is there a big that can do what he does? 0. Is there a 6'11" person that can do what he does? Yes. Right. There's Giannis. There's Kevin Durant. Like a variation, right? Of kind of he's pretty much a combination of Giannis and Kevin Durant at this point in time, with a handle that's probably a little bit more similar to like a guard. I can't name him, but he is a top 5 talent. I think instead of like saying like skill, because skill would put him in the boat of like Kyrie. Skill would put him in the boat of Luka, like LeBron, Jokic. He's not there yet, but he's a top 5 talent.
He has the most potential in the NBA currently. I can say that. It's just when people say skill, yeah, you think of skilled players, the people that got it pretty defined and I don't know, pretty concrete in what they do. I don't know. Yeah, when I think of skill, I think LeBron, Jokic. I don't think his skill level is at that point. But then, yeah, there's some good points here. He's a very skilled player. It's just top 5 is just insane and this is, mind you, before he played a game. So I don't know about that. Top 5 is crazy.
Yeah, same with like Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis was a top 5 talent the minute he showed up.
But
So
they
I
didn't
think
say
he falls in
talent
that same
though. They
boat.
said
He
skill.
might be the most talented player in the whole NBA right now. Like his
talent
projection
ceiling.
is-
No, his talent ceiling is
There's no
we've never
ceiling.
seen before. There's like everyone else. It doesn't matter if you're Kareem. It doesn't matter if you're Shaq, LeBron. Everyone else now is a B, and he has a talent level to go to an A. And it's purely because of his size. It's purely because of his skill. But that's just the reality of it. Reality
his
of it.
disposition also. Like a lot of
Do
guys
pe-
come in here like, oh, I'm just a shooter or I'm just a rebounder. He's a defender, shooter, rebounder, scorer. And he's 18 years old.
Really quickly, and this is the last thing I'm going to say. For all the people that
19.
were questioning me when I said if him and LeBron James were both coming in the exact same draft. Now, obviously, we know what LeBron is, but if both of these guys were 19 years old and we knew how hyped LeBron is, you're taking Wembanyama. Like,
Potential wise. I think a lot of people wouldn't like that because they'll just be thinking about, oh, well, LeBron, championship LeBron, and yeah, no.
Shaq and Wembanyama came in the same draft. You're taking Wembanyama. There is no variation that you're not going to take Wembanyama in the history. Now, especially that we've seen him play 5 games, show me somebody else.
Hold on, let me read Muhammad's comment. As an assessment, I don't agree Wemby's top 5 skill player right now. As an expectation, yes, I believe he'll become one. Yeah, I'm just not ready to jump there, Like, I've gone as far as to say he's the best player on the San Antonio Spurs right now. I think he has the most potential in the entire NBA. I'm with all that. Just saying, like, he's a top 5 skilled player right now. Yeah, skill does show itself in so many different ways. I guess I could look at it this way. Like, is he an elite defender? Yes, he's a very good defender, okay? Like, is he a good scorer? Yes, he's a very good scorer. Good ball handler. He's all of that. But I don't necessarily think he has perfected those aspects of his game and those skills that he has. He has a lot of different skills, but I don't think he really perfected them yet. And he's still really great on what we see from him. Like, he's still the man. But I think of other players that actually honed in on those skills and they've got it down to a T. I don't think he's done that. He's not there yet. The way that Luka you played that first game against the Spurs, the way that he just dissects you and it doesn't even feel like every single play is just like something methodical and something special and something so skillful. I don't think he's at that point yet where he just break down a team all the way. Not necessarily, but he's gonna have some phenomenal games this season, man. He's gonna be great. He's gonna be great.
That you would take over him to start. We don't know how it's going to end, but to start, there's never been anybody like him.
That's actually a great discussion for the next episode. Hold that
Deal.
thought.
All
Okay.
right.
Another edition of Road Trip.
By the way, road tripping is my favorite out of all of these former NBA players talking and stuff like that. They're definitely my favorite by far. So there's that. Oh my goodness, Wemby talked. Oh gosh. Okay. Good stuff though. Good stuff. All right, guys. You ready? Oh gosh. Pop did too. Pop talked too. Okay. Should I go over this? Let me think it through. Let's see. Tomorrow's Thursday. And have 2 videos ready for Thursday. And then there's Friday. And this will need to be posted before. Have you guys watched any of this? I know you've probably been on stream this whole time. Which one's better? I will choose. Maybe I can choose one. Would you choose the Popovich one or would you choose the Wemby one? Which one should I roll with? People that are still in here. Because that's tough. I'm gonna wait for some type of response here. Pop. Wemby. Pop. All right, hold on. Wemby. Keldon. Let's do it like this. All right, Pop. Wemby. Oh, I would love to see Keldon just at least just say, oh yeah, I shouldn't have done what I did. I made a mistake. All right, let's see. I'll let you guys vote on that. Let's give it a minute. There's only one we can do, because after this, because I can post this one on Friday. That would be a good idea. Post it on Friday. Any more votes? God, it's so close to 50-50. We done? Guess we're done. Are we done? It's only 7 votes on here. Oh, 9 votes. Yeah, there's only 9 votes on here. There's more people in the, like, watching. Oh, gosh. I'll choose once we get to 15 votes. We only got 10 votes right now. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. It's a fit. Wait. We got one more. Okay. Okay. We're doing Pop. Poll is broken on my phone. We're going with Pop. I'm in the poll. All right. Let's roll Pop. Let's roll Pop. I love it when you call me Big Papa. All right, let's see what see what Coach Pop had to say about this atrocity we call a basketball game. Let's see. Pop, I want to hear from a coach's perspective. That's fair. Since this isn't that long, I'm just gonna do normal speed. Is that okay? And there's no closed captions on it, unfortunately. But
you've seen Luka do that before. What did you think of his performance?
That was average. What the hell? It was a Hall of Fame performance like he does almost every night. He was great. Kyrie wasn't bad either. So, you know, the two future Hall of Famers got us. They took over the game, but that doesn't really bother me that much. The 12 turnovers in the second half where we lost composure offensively, a lot of unforced turnovers, quick decisions, quick shots where we didn't really make them guard.
That has been a continuous theme, and I guess it comes with being a young team. We really gonna need Keldon to hone in on that too. But like, yeah, the Spurs always start off like really strong, and it was a problem last season too. But they'll start off really strong, composed, and then like when you get into the second half, it's like it just kind of falls apart. And this one, at least I could say this, it felt like it became more off the rails once they went into the fourth, and it seemed like they were right there with the Mavericks for the majority of the game. And on top of that, with all the adversity that they were going against or going, they were dealing with, sorry, I can't talk because I'm so sleepy, that they were dealing with, I think that they handled it pretty well. And then I think if the Spurs would have just stayed with Wemby, we would have had a better shot at winning. Would it have been guaranteed? No, of course not. Nothing's guaranteed. But I do think that would have been our best shot instead of forcing like double team shots, and it was just bad. And it's not like Wemby didn't make a bad play at the end. Like it was a bad turnover he did at the end. But it was when it was about 2 minutes. That's when I got pissed off because I'm like, all right, guys, we're shooting ourselves in the foot. I'm okay with losing. Just don't shoot yourself in the foot. No hero ball unless you're an actual Batman or at least a Robin.
That's a tough combination when they're scoring. At the other end, we're going to have to score, and those turnovers and those kind of dry possessions, I call them, really hurt us. But we hung in there the whole night. We were there.
Yep.
I was really proud of their effort.
Yep.
They're going to make mistakes that hopefully as the year goes along they'll take care of. But you could see Dallas's execution and experience. There the last 4 minutes.
Can I say this? Hold on, Pop. I'm gonna let you finish in a minute, my boy. But let me say this really quick too. Popovich's demeanor was like on point this game. Like it gave me. I got so excited while watching this game because it gave me just snippets, just a little snippet of the old Spurs. Like it. I forgot how long it's been since we've been a legitimate threat. And I'm not saying we're a threat right now, but we are definitely going in that direction. We have a superstar now. Like we're going to go in that direction and become a threat again. And it's just been so long. And Popovich's demeanor, the way that he was talking to his players, the way that he was directing traffic with our guys, he wanted to win. That was that nasty Pop. He was keyed in. He was focused. And it's like, man, I have not seen that in a while. Popovich always like focuses, but he's taken more of a role of, I'm just a teacher. That's just what I'm here for right now. It's okay if we make mistakes. And we don't really necessarily saw him like get as animated for a while. And there's reasons for that. But this past game, this game against the Mavericks, he was keyed in, man. He was focused, man.
In the last couple minutes of a game, are those situations where the guys have to figure out what you want in those situations?
Well, I think it's sure. I mean, they know what play we're running. It just execution has to be better. But we cut it short lots of times. Quick shots, just not moving the basketball. We're not going to have a Kyrie or a Luka who's going to just give them the ball and they're going to do what they do.
Well, hold on, Pop. Just slow down. Let's relax. All right. There is a guy that I know of that might be able to do a little bit of what you're saying. He did a little bit of that in the fourth. I know a guy.
Team.
So we've got to do it as a group and move the ball, take advantage of some things. And for
We
the
do.
most part,
We got to play good
all night
team
long,
ball,
they did a very
but
good job of it, but not down the stretch.
How did you think Victor responded?
Exactly. The reporter heard that. He said, "Nah, Pop ain't letting you get away with it." How do you think Victor? Hold on. Let's listen. Hold on. I'll tell you what he says because it's so faint. Hold on. So faint.
All night long, they did a very good job of it, but not down the stretch.
How did you think Victor responded to spending the night in foul trouble? And what do you
I think it was great. One of the toughest things for a player is you get into foul trouble and you never get in a rhythm and you're in and out of the game and that sort of thing. So I thought his maturity showed even at a young age where he came in with the last, I think, 7 minutes and just played. We ran some stuff for him. He executed where a lot of guys would have been totally out of it by then.
That's what I said. Dude, I feel so validated. That was my whole thing. Like that whole 37 rant that I went on about Keldon and Wemby. Like that was part of what I said. I thought that what the most important thing about this game was that Victor never put his head down. The fact that he still executed. It was incredible because usually like guys will get flustered. Like they would get upset. They would be all over the place. You see it with Malachi Branham. We saw it with Derek White. You guys know how much I love Derek White. You see it with young guys all the freaking time that, you get in foul trouble. The way that he got in foul trouble, it felt malicious. Like it wasn't just, if you turn up the volume, you can hear Pop cursing Keldon under his breath. But no, it wasn't just the fact that he played well or whatnot. But it just felt like the ref, or it wasn't just the fact that he was in foul trouble. It felt like the refs were malicious with it. Like the stuff they were calling was like, really? But you didn't see him like complain too often. You didn't see him, throw his hands up and say, what the heck? Even at the end of the game, he's such a great teammate that when, Keldon made his mistakes as far as like having tunnel vision, he had his hand up to like, hey, give me the ball. But he didn't fluster when the shot got blocked or whatnot. He didn't say, oh my God, like he didn't do that. And I can't stand, I'll just be honest with you guys. This is something that this is a pet peeve of mine when it comes to players. I don't like theatrics. Like I do not like players that show out their teammates in those situations. Like the whole thing with Jordan Poole's teammate. Who did it? I can't remember. Chat will know. But like he threw his hands up and he was upset and it's like, dude, come on. He did have the high hand in that moment. Like I don't like stuff like that. I didn't like when LeBron did it with J.R. Smith in the finals. It was like, come on, like still your teammate. You still got a game to play. You got a whole overtime to get to. Like I don't like that type of stuff. And and it's okay to get onto players here and there, but it shouldn't be theatrics. It shouldn't be to the point where it's like, this is the problem, this is the issue. And I don't think Wemby did that. He didn't give anybody any arsenal to go at his teammates, and I think that's really great about him. Great teammate.
Because they, as you said, were in foul trouble and didn't get their rhythm. So I thought he had a wonderful outing, considering that.
Coach, we saw you sometimes talking to Jeremy because he was starting with a new role. What were you saying to him on the sidelines? Because sometimes
he's not going to remember what he said to
Jeremy. It was a 48-minute
Jeremy.
game. I talked to him the whole night. I mean,
Yeah.
What you want me to say? We're just trying to educate him.
This is what I'm saying, bro. Like, oh my God. Like we sit on our couch. Well, they're not sitting on the couch, but like we sit on our couches and we're like, he did this right there and he did this right there. He don't remember everything he said. And the thing is, he's been talking to Jeremy probably the entire game. And the only thing that we saw was the small clip when the cameraman put it on Popovich. It was after what he was probably telling him was about getting the ball out early because the Spurs like to push the pace. And that's probably all he was trying to tell him because it was right after Trey Jones did a lob in transition. That was a really nice play to Malachi that resulted in an and one, I believe. And then instantly the camera went to Popovich going over to Jeremy Sochan. He was probably just telling him that, but Popovich himself, how would he know that? What he was saying, you would have to tell him very specifically, oh, and Pop, you were doing this hand motion. He was like, I don't know what you're talking about. It's a weird question.
It's a new position for him. He's learning something, every practice, every game he's going to learn. But I love his energy. His defensive energy. Offensively, he's learning how to, control a group out there. So it'll take a little bit of time to gel them together, but I was really pleased with him overall.
Could you talk about Trey coming off the bench? What he gave you individually?
Trey's a winner. Trey
He is a winner.
He doesn't care how many minutes he plays. He doesn't care what the situation is. He's going to do things that help a team win, and everybody respects him for that to a great extent. He comes in and he makes the energy get even higher. He's been fantastic.
Huh, that's fun. That's cool that Pop said that. That kind of put things in more perspective, even for myself, because I do like Trey Jones. The only times I say anything negative at all, it's in relation to like Spurs fans hyping someone up a little bit too much, where it's like, I don't know, guys. I don't know if he's like the point guard of the future. He seems more like a kind of a Corey Joseph role in a way. Like, they're not the same player, but just kind of that role. And I think it's kind of cool that Pop said, yeah, everyone respects him. So he's almost like a vet of the team, it seems like. That's pretty cool.
Anybody else?
They got to get one more question.
Yeah, Devin, he's a shooter, he's a scorer, and he's confident in that role and doing a good job.
What do you think Victor's biggest challenge on defensively, for nights like tonight when he gets into foul trouble, if it happens again?
I think Wemby's first foul, the camera showed him looking up at the screen, watching the replay, saying that's not a foul, and when he smiles, saying it, I'm shocked he didn't get a T. How they were officiating that game, I'm shocked they didn't kick him out of the game for that. I'm shocked when he had a cough, when he coughed on the court. That wasn't a flagrant.
Might be in the early part of the season defensively against opponents.
You just play defense. You just get better at it.
Yeah, good stuff. That was actually really good. I'm glad that you guys voted. Oh my God, I'm glad you guys voted on me to react to Pop over Wemby. To be honest, that was pretty nice. Hold on, I was reading one of these. What did it say? Spurs should get back Jonathan Simmons. Guy was a beast. Oh, you haven't seen Jonathan Simmons lately play basketball. He's not the same, bro. He doesn't have the same lift. He doesn't have the same athleticism that he used to. So, yeah, that's you don't want modern day Jonathan Simmons. I do like Jonathan Simmons a lot too. He seems like a cool dude, but yeah. Are you from San Antonio? Because I am. No, I'm not from San Antonio. Do you want to go to a game? I'm not from San Antonio. I will be going to a game, but it will probably be the Memphis game versus San Antonio. And I probably won't get those tickets until a week or a couple weeks before, because right now they are $200 a piece for the seats that I want. Mind you, these seats that I normally get are about 60 to 70, and it's good seats, but when I've gone in the past, because the Spurs haven't been as good, it's been about 60 or 70. Yep, $200 a piece right now. Not crazy seats either. Second level, like, yeah, $200 a piece. And first level is $300 a piece. Donate plasma. First 4 donations are $100 each. That's $400. Huh, that's a good point. Ah, gosh, I kind of want to look at this Wemby one, but I kind of don't.
Hey, Victor, just how would you characterize your first night in the NBA? Fans were already there.
I'm just skipping through. This isn't going to be a segment.
Yeah, I just feel very lucky to be here. And ourselves, the players will make whatever it takes, to get better. Honestly, we got other things to take care of, and it goes by. Our rhythm is so quick that we're gonna on my teammates that are hot in the moment. So this is how the team works, because they're more focused in the moment on my teammates that are hot in the moment. So I couldn't be really in the first half. I could get a couple buckets by surprising the opponents, because they're more focused in the moment on my teammates that are hot in the moment. So this is how the team works. One time it's for if the guy is hot, we play with him. If the guy got an opportunity, a mismatch, we try to play with him. This is really how we can play.
Mark in the back.
Could you just tell us what it's like to have the world's eyes on you, expecting a show? What is that like for you?
Yeah, these are lame questions.
Pas mettre mon énergie dans les bonnes choses. Others, And it's all about, the games are long, so it's all about making them, as much as possible, making them make mistakes, because they're gonna score baskets at one point or another.
Last one, Tom.
Different format than what you're used to. Are you grateful that you got a game on Friday to start again?
Yeah, of course. We're all.
Are you grateful you got a game on Friday? Really? You can just do that every game. Wemby, you sucked in this game. Are you grateful that you got a game in 2 days? And then it's 2 days later. Wemby, you put up 22 points, but you were only 40%. Are you happy that you have a game tomorrow for a back-to-back? All right, Wemby, so after the back-to-back, you look kind of tired. Are you happy that you got a game? Like, come on. All right, let me see. Spurs. Let me type in Spurs. Let's see what the schedule look like. I can prepare some things. All right. So, letting you guys know this right off the bat. Friday, I will not be on. Okay? You will not hear me talking about Friday's game against the Rockets. Follow me on Twitter. I'll talk about it on there. But as far as like me jumping on live stream and having a video for the day after and all that, that is not going to happen. And the reason being is because I will be with family. So I'll be family this weekend. But on Sunday, that night, I am fully prepared to jump on after the game and talk about this one, this Clippers one. But as far as Friday, don't expect me there. Tuesday, that's way too late. I don't know. Well, they got Tuesday and Thursday. I can't go a whole week without talking about it. We'll see. We'll see. I'll think about it. But yeah, so as of right now, this Rockets game, while I'm going to be hyped for it and I'll be watching and I'll be reacting to it on Twitter, don't expect anything. And then the videos that's coming out this weekend will be more than likely stuff we reacted to here. But keep a lookout for tomorrow, because tomorrow, well, I guess today now, I need to go to bed. But today, tomorrow, whatever, I will be posting this video, which I won't show you the video, but I'll show you the thumbnail for it. Where is it? This is the thumbnail for it. Dear Wemby. And it is, by the way, how do you, the people that's in this, our new bay is our X Sunday. Versus our X Sunday. That's gonna be cool, yeah. How do you guys feel about this thumbnail? I'm really digging it. I really like this thumbnail. Do you like it? I think it's pretty cool. Pretty cool thumbnail. Thoughts? It's out of this world. I'm like asking like legitimately, like, is it a cool thumbnail? I want people to see it and be like, oh yeah, I want to click that. I don't want it to be like boring. Because I put a lot of work into this. So tomorrow when I post this, I want people to actually click on it. I put a lot of work into it. Good thumbnail. Did the true Spurs have 3 future first round picks? Man, Spurs, yeah. This upcoming season, yeah. 2024, they got the, which ones they got? They got their own. They have the Raptors. What would be the third one? I think they do have a third one. I just can't remember. I wonder if Wemby has seen Fire in the Sky. Dude, I'm asking you guys if this is a decent thumbnail. No one's giving me an answer. I don't know. I guess it's trash. Oh, let me do something. Let's see here. That's a bad idea. Why don't you make thumbnails of you making a shocked face like everybody else for clicks? I could. Maybe I'll do that in the future. I don't know. Improve my thumbnail game. All right, let's see. Move Wemby's head up so we only see his neck, so it looks like he too tall for the thumbnail. Jesus Christ. Stupid. Screw you guys. I think it's a good thumbnail. I don't know. I like it. All right, I'm getting off. I will get with you guys later. Thanks for all the love. I need to go to bed. It is way too late. Bye. I love you. Shout out to the people who've been here the whole time. It's crazy how you stay in the live the entire time because, dude, like this is all going to be posted in the next few days. But anyways, but yeah, so shout out to you guys. Thank you so much. And keep an eye on my video tomorrow. Please check it out. Please watch it. Please. Watch it. Everyone that's in here, when I upload tomorrow, there's 70 people in here right now. If all you guys immediately like it and comment on it, that will be huge. That would give it traction so quickly. So please check out the video tomorrow. It's going to be Dear Victor Wembanyama. I'll think about it. Okay, everybody but Gillette. 69 of you. There's 70 viewers. 69 of you. Nice, by the way. Please like and comment, please. All right, I'll give it to you guys later, man. Thanks for the love. Nice. Nice. All right, bye. Hold on, I'm gonna do it the old-fashioned way. Just put the stream ending thing.